Oh boy. Chat, chat, chat. Will it really be the last time, huh? Is it really gonna be the final time? It doesn't feel real. Allegedly. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real if that's the case. That title, I'm gonna change that title if it's not the last one. That's fucking sure. Make sure my audio is good before we just go straight into it. No hold bar. We are going straight the fuck in. My audio's good. Yeah, we are just gonna go straight in. No notes. No nothing. No nothing. We're just gonna go. Oh boy. Can't lie, I'm nervous now. I know I just said we're gonna go straight, but I just want to say I'm nervous. I am nervous. We just finished the. This is just as we ended the Tosaka interlude against Sakura, so let's see what happens from Shiro's POV. I hear sound. It's like trying to shake the cave. I can barely hear the light and sound from afar, but the cave is creaking and shaking. Is that thunder in the distance? I wrote about it absently, but I can't remember a time I ever heard distant thunder. Okay. The egg on my hand began to crumble as soon as the saber disappeared back into the shadows. It's probably the cost of killing a powerful familiar like a servant. The Yasov blade that Tosaka put her life savings into has crumbled to dust. We're feeling so good. Tightly fastened the bindings on my left arm. Used up most of my magical energy. Some left in Archer's arm and some left in me. I think I can manage with that combined power, but I'm limited to one last projection. I won't be able to control Archer's arm anymore, no matter what I do afterwards. Oh, right. I wonder what happened to her. Stand up. My body feels hard. My joints are turning to steel. The bullets bounce off me now. Come on. Can't walk very well. Walk. I'm bleeding. Pretend not to see it. Pain feels like someone drove iron stakes into my legs. Luckily, I can grip my teeth and walk through it. Somebody is making a sound. Far away. Sounds like something I heard a long time ago. When I was a kid. The fact I can remember things I heard that long ago must mean I'm still a kid at heart. A lot of interest when I was a kid. I got up to the wall she smashed into. Ryder's still alive. But she's beat up all over. Most of her magical energy is spent. She probably can't move right away. She should probably take a break. Catch up later, alright? I met her at the fallen rider. I'm trying to go deeper into the cave. Listen, I said when you can run, alright? I didn't say right away. Relax, relax. I'm telling you to take a chance to breathe or calm down. Look, she's conscious. Ryder can't stand up right away. She looks up like something's very bright. Rest up and then come on. Then I won't worry. Ryder won't push herself too hard. She knows that she should take some time to prepare, proper recover instead of forcing herself to get up. She's a reckless like me. It's so reassuring. Oh god. Tremors are happening more often. Can't waste time here. I'll go after Tosaka. I can't move my body very well. I'm getting breathless. I used to walk to support myself as I move forward. My pace isn't bad. My body just feels stiff. But it shouldn't get in the way once I get used to it. Yeah, okay. Nothing comes out of my mouth. Pretend not to notice it and wipe my lips. My thigh muscles go snap and feel numb. Nearly tip over. I'm pretty sure I heard a snap. My clothes are torn from the inside. I can see gaping wounds. I do my best not to look at them and keep walking. I'm close. A lukewarm wind brushes against my body. Come on, Shiro. I let my cheeks and start running. Leave the darkness. The wasteland I've seen before spreads out before me, filling my vision. No, not quite. I haven't seen this sight before. That didn't exist in the wasteland I saw in Elia's record. Yeah, that thing. That's the very same thing you saw 10 years ago. The root cause of this absurd war. The thing that took Sakura from me. I'm assailed by a sense of menace and revulsion. Its excessively violent breathing declares that it's on the cusp of its birth. Time to stop it then! Flashes of light and tremors. The light lashes out from the top of the cliff, haphazardly blasting the cavern. What's happening up there? Given how flashy it is, it can only be Tosaka. Which means... I see. Yeah, you are panicking. I look around. The eyeless, twisted fetus is looking at me. No doubt about it. It must not like Tosaka's rampage very much, because it really wants to come out. Its body isn't ready yet. Its placenta is inside that dark pillar. Can't come out unless its body is fully formed. That's why it's worried that Tosaka will destroy its placenta. It's rushing to finish its body. It wants to be born in this world as a servant with a flesh and blood body. Goddamn right, let's go. I run. Holy flashing lights, Jesus. I'm gonna need a flashing lights warning. Alright, God. At least now you watching know that flashing lights warning. Yo, Rin, slow down. It's a desperate clash of light and darkness. Once I get close enough to make out Sakura and Tosaka fighting, time stops in the cavern. An enormous source of light blinds me enough to feel that way, and... Pro-abortion operation, baby. Yes, sir. Her childlike wail. The world begins to shake violently. Light didn't destroy the chamber walls. This is destruction on a more fundamental level. It's a frenzied squirming of that giant shadow attempting to come out. A horrible chill runs down my spine. I have an ominous feeling. Sakura's wailing voice prophesies the worst thing I could see. Fucking run. There you go. I run. Running wildly, I scramble up the cliff using afflicted limbs. The tremors won't stop. Somewhere in the wasteland, I hear a large boulder fall. I don't care what's going on behind me. Covered in dirt, I single-mindedly climbed the cliff. The scene that I was too late to stop is burning to my eyes. The ground is shaking. Tosaka sprawled face down. I can't see her face. She resembles a large flower fallen from its stem. I look up. Beyond Tosaka, I see Sakura berating herself and backing away from her bloodstained sister.
Sakura.
私殺しちゃった。あんなに大切にしてくれてたのに。
But what I'm thinking of Tosuke is that she didn't deserve that.
姉さんを殺し
She's still a
ち
brat.
ゃった。
She's still very much so a brat. But she's okay. She's aight. She's aight. She's a brat, but she's aight. Sakura isn't talking to me. She's in denial. She did this. The near craze. She hates herself with all her heart. Herself for soaking in Tosuka's blood. Herself for being corrupted. Herself for connecting to the shadow.
私バカでした。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。こんなの辛いだけだった。ダメだって、負けるなって姉さんはずっと言ってくれてたのに、私バカだからわからなくて、先輩が信じてくれたのに裏切ってばっかりで。
Shadow binds Sakura. Black command spells covering her whole body chain her in place.
やだ、もうやめなくちゃ。でも戻れなくてダメ、やだ、もうこんなのは嫌だ。
She refuses. Sakura's rejecting the shadow. She's trying to reject the shadow and kill herself in her self-hatred. But she can't. The shadow needs her body. She's trying to kill herself, but the shadow won't allow it. Sakura's self-condemnation. The shadow's attempt to stop her from killing herself or tearing her apart. Tosuka won. Sakura's breaking free of her possession. I knew it. She chose Sakura's life in the very end. Sakura is Sakura. Even if the shadow swallows her, she hasn't changed at her core. I'm the one who did this to her. Back then, if I hadn't been afraid of the shadow, touched Sakura and slapped some sense into her, this never would have happened. I run to Tosaka. She's still breathing, just barely. It's still too early to give up.
さくら、遠坂は死んでいない。
Come on, she's not dead yet.
そうだ、死んでいない。まだ助かる。いや、どうあっても助けるんだ。俺とお前で助けなくちゃいけないんだ。そうだろ、さくら。
Hey, come on. We can still fix this, all right? We can still fix this. Come on. Light returns to Sakura's eyes. Shadow's hold weakens. Finally, she recognizes me and Tosaka. Sighs in relief and... Oh, fuck. Desperately holds herself back. I shield Tosaka with my body and take the Shadow's attack on my back.
違う先輩。
No, I believe you.
私
No, I believe you. I don't, Lex, I believe you. I 100% believe you. That's not you. I understand. We're past that point. Trust me, Sakura. I believe you that you're done. Like, that's it. You're done. You don't want to do this anymore. I'm with you. Do not worry. Shadows spill out one after another from behind Sakura. You gotta be kidding me. It's not even born yet, but it sends a dangerous first class.
分かってる。往生際が悪いガキの仕業だ。
Exactly.
桜を取られたくないって、ダダをこね始めやがった。
Can't understand it's fucking lost already, so get out of here.
待ってろ。すぐにぶん殴って、桜から引き剥がしてやる。
Yeah, get a good right hook. I walk towards Sakura.
やめて先輩。
I see. Playing that song, huh? A shadow grazes my cheek. I've taken my head off, but Sakura's shout seems to have changed its trajectory. So Shiro is just boss walking towards Sakura. Hold on. Sakura hugs herself like she's trying to hold something in. But the shadows don't disappear. They keep increasing in numbers. She's crying. Sakura's sobbing. Not because the shadows are eating at her and causing pain. She's crying in frustration. She can't keep the shadows under control.
ダメです。私抑えきれない。エイさんが教えてくれたのに負けちゃうんです。強くなってなかった。私は弱虫で臆病でひどい人間だった。
I take another step forward. Shadowy spear grazes my cheek again.
やめて。なんで来るんですか、先輩。それ以上来たら先輩を殺しちゃう。
I take another step. Place my right hand on my left shoulder.
どうして。逃げて。逃げてください、先輩。エイさんを連れて逃げて。私のことなんて忘れていいです。ちゃんとここで死にますから。一人でもちゃんと死にますから。私はこんな自分これ以上先輩に見られたくない。
Shadow binds her more strongly with each step I take. My advance is hurting Sakura's body and heart.
どうして言うこと聞いてくれないんですか、先輩がそれ以上近寄るなら私だって我慢しません。先輩に殺される前に私が先輩を殺しちゃうんだから。
どうしても何もない。さくらをここから連れ出して遠坂を助ける。さっきそう言っただろう。さ
I'm
くら
saving you both.
まだそんなことを言ってるんですか。先輩はやめてください。私は助かりません。いいえ、助かっちゃいけないんです。私は生きてちゃいけない人間だった。
One step. A shadow hits me square on the stomach. It's not a stab. It was just a dull punch. Sakura did it out of her own will to push me away.
ほら、見たでしょ先輩。私はこういう人間なんです。今さら外には戻れないし、この子も私を離してくれない。それにもし戻れたところで私いっぱい人を殺しました。何人も何人も殺して、兄さんも殺して、おじい様も殺して、姉さんも殺してしまった。
Told you Tozuka's fine.
そんな
Relax.
そんな人間にどうしろって言うんです。奪ってしまったものは返せない。私は多くの人を殺しました。それでも生きていけって言うんですか、先輩は。
I see now. She's on a path of no return. Sakura feels like she's trapped by sins that she can't atone for. She thinks that there's no salvation. No matter what, she'll never forget the sin of taking so many lives. Even if it wasn't of her own free will. Even if she's freed from the shadow and goes back to normal, a different kind of shadow will always hang over her. And yet,
当然だろう。奪ったからには責任を果たせ。さくら。
I release the bindings on my left arm. This is the last time. Completely unravel the red shroud that's been holding back death's door. I lose consciousness. Before I'm gone, I need to go forward. I need to say what I came to say to Sakura while my mouth still works.
そうだ。罪の所在も罰の重さも俺にはわからない。
Shadows strike at my shoulder, chest, left leg, and stomach. They get deflected and fail to pierce me, throwing up a shower of sparks.
けど守る。これから桜に問われる全てのことから桜を守るよ。たとえそれが偽善でも好きな相手を守り通すことをずっと理想に生きてきたんだから。
Forward. Sakura's right in front of me now.
嘘。先輩。体。
This thing's been fucked for a minute. Listen, don't worry about it. Begin. Projection. And one item comes to mind. And Mishra devotes all of his remaining magical energy into its replication. Yup. I figured that was gonna be a way to solve this. My final projection. I raise a dagger of contract breaking. Can't see Sakura's face very well.
お仕置きだ。きついの行くから歯を食いしばれ。
Oh, fuck. I hear her suck in her breath. And then, Sakura says yes, exposes her chest. It is going to be her final punishment.
帰ろう、桜。そんな奴とは縁を切れ。
Fuck. He's not making it back home, dude. I'm sorry, Ilya. I'm so sorry. His little skin is cracking. I'm so sorry, Ilya. Shiro's not coming back. In a breath, I stab her in the heart. Sakura is released. Black command spells wrapping her bottle crumbs away. Use a dagger of contract breaking. A phantasm that resets all magical effects and breaks servants' contracts. I said it's a fine thing they did then. It doesn't endanger Sakura's life. It breaks the contract she was bound to. The image doesn't continue. Sakura's alive. She goes limp. Must be the feedback from being released from the shadow. Tosuka. Tosuka will still make it. Bleeding stopped. She has a proper magic crest. The crest is a crystallization of the Tosuka's inherited magecraft. Even if she loses consciousness, it won't allow its heir to die so easily. The cavern is shaking. Anger Manyu. All the evil in the world. Please. The ridiculous curse is writhing. Damn it. The shadow isn't disappearing. Mino Sakura isn't its host anymore. It's grown too much. It's going to come out, even if Sakura's gone. As long as the Greater Grail exists, it'll come crawling out someday. I'll destroy it. I'll break down this giant magical circle along with the shadow. Angamanyu's undulations are gradually collapsing the cavern. But I don't think it'll disappear even if the cave comes down. I need to get rid of it once and for all. In here. Is that even possible? Yeah. Nothing's impossible. We'll get as close as possible to its feet and blow it up with maximum firepower. Agamanya won't move as long as it's inside those black flames. I still can. I need to cut it in half and return it to something that doesn't exist before it comes out. There's a way to do it. It would be... to blow it away with the most powerful noble phantasm I know of. I'm not breathing. It's about 100 meters away to Angamanyu's feet. I'll be okay. It's an impossible distance to cover. One more time. I just need to do one more projection. Everything will be settled. It's okay. I can do it. I'll clean this all up and take them back.
Shiro, 聞こえていますか?
The stranger taps me on the shoulder. Who was she again? She isn't a stranger. I know her well. She looks kind of scary, but I remember that this woman can be trusted.
助かった。遠坂と桜を連れて外に出られるか。
シロ、
Long-haired woman looks at me for a few seconds as if taking my measure.
それであなたが?
あれを閉じてから行く。すぐ終わるだろうけど、遠坂の傷は一刻を争う。桜だって、ここにいたらあいつの影響を受けるだろう。アンリマユとやらは、懲りずに桜をマスターにするかもしれない。
承知しました。桜とリンは私が運びます。安心してください。それだけの体力は回復してきたつもりです。
Thank you, Ryder. Thank you.
頼む。なんとか二人を
Get him out of here.
外に出てくれ。洞窟、崩れ出してるだろ。くそ。あんたの足なら、あんな落盤なんて問題じゃない。
では、二人を安全な場所に運び次第、迎えに来ます。
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
それは頼もしいんだけど、二人の手当てを優先してくれ。任せられるのはあんたしかいない。こっちはこっちで、とっとと逃げるから、遠坂を直してやってくれ。そいつがいないと、桜は幸せになれない。
You just have that feeling, Chad. You just have that feeling in your gut, that inevitable feeling. You know the inevitable's happening. You just know what it's writing itself up to. And even if you know it, it's probably gonna happen. Fuck. Oh, shit. She'll make it out, obviously. Come on. Of course Cheryl's gonna make it out. Right? She'll take them out, heal them up, and just come shooting back in again like a shooting star and whisk us out of here. Oh. This woman said she doesn't have any healing skills. Still have to trust that she'll take care of Tosaka.
必ず。ですがシロ、それはあなたも同じです。桜にはあなたとリンが必要です。それを肝に銘じておきなさい。私も桜を支えるのはあなたでなければ納得できませんから。
How could I forget? Huh?
急ぎます。ご分。
Black-clad woman easily picks up the two girls and runs down the slope. She evades the crumbling ceiling, dashing for the exit. One last time. I can rest easy. Now I can count on her to keep them safe. Next is my final task. My consciousness disconnects. Mere 100 meters becomes a distance I can never cross. It's only a matter of time until the cave collapses. The ceiling is crumbling all over. The barren field is turning into a mountain of rubble. My joints are stiff. Hurts to bend my arms and legs. My nerves are hot. Runs of blades are sprouting from my body. It's an execution I can't escape from. My body is made of swords. I've always known that. The fuse was lit on the time bomb ever since I used projection. This ending was set a long time ago. I'm going to break. Any more, and I'll break. I'll crumble to pieces, just like the falling rocks. But I can still make it. This body is sluggish. I can stop it all here. This day won't have been for nothing. A one-day lease on life. Doesn't sound like much, but right now it's something I long for. Just one day. 1 hour. Even 1 minute. If I'm going to live, I want to live as long as I can. Appearances be damned. Come on. Cracks appear. Not outside, but inside my forehead. Part that controls my behavioral principles and sense of pleasure. The most important part of really being alive. Life is the pursuit of pleasure. Without it, humans are just beasts. I wouldn't say it's convenient. But it'll still be missed. Put a visceral focus on staying myself. Still, I'm cracking. I can't stop the agony of loss and disappearance of my memories. With each step forward, I disappear. This isn't going to work. By the time I get there, I won't even remember who I am or what am I supposed to do. So I should stop here and wait for... But something. A big reason. Outside my body.
Sakura, 花を見に行こ
You have to. You have to. Do your duty. Time has stopped. There's no pain. A single step takes an eternity. I forget how to breathe. There's no pain. You spend a whole day without taking a single breath. I lose all meaning. There's no... What's pain, again? Living switches to non-living. I stop. I catch myself on the wall as I fall. It's very small. Tiny foothold contains my entire existence. It won't hold. My foothold crumbles. I lose my behavior principles. I lose my driving motivations. I lose my raison d'etre. I don't feel afraid. I've lost what and whom I exist for. I'm not alive anymore. No matter what the reason was, my arms don't move for it.
トレース
Words come out. My neocortex and the other 3 ports of my cerebrum that remind my speech center disappear. But something still remains.
ボン
My body is dead. But my soul is still here. I weave 8 counts. The burden shifts from my body to my soul in meaning. That's how Emiya Shiro died. shape that stands up is no different from a machine. It has a function to swing a sword, but it's a husk without the will to move it. But even without a man-made mind, in this world, there are many machines that dream. There was a promise. Once winter's over and spring comes. Lists of words with incomprehensible meaning. Tiny hope I remembered until the end, which should be fulfilled. What? Then I wake up. I don't feel tired, mind and body refreshed, like they belong to someone else. It was all a dream? You're supposed to be sleeping next to me, but nobody else is my futon. I look at the clock and see that it's already 10 o'clock in the morning.
朝ごはん作りに行ったんだ。
What is happening? Didn't accept that and get up. I'm surprised by my lightness. What's going on, I wonder? My arms and legs have been freed from a lifetime of chains.
そっか。
I remember. My body heats up. Last night, Senpai shared his blood with me and we slept together. When we came back from the forest, Senpai only had one arm. We were sure things would work out. Hey Daddy, yeah, you're a little late. I'm feeling fine, so I can ask Ryder to help out. Nothing bad will happen anymore. I have Senpai and Nissan. We'll do great, and... Yes, what? Something's not right here. A nightmare. I'm dreaming about the worst events. Something's not right here.
先輩、
The breeze coming in feels nice. The corridor is bathed in light and walking through it lifts my spirits. Why do it feel so light? Maybe I even lost weight while I was asleep. To be honest, I'm a little on the heavy side and I do battle with the bathroom scale every night. It hasn't really been working, but if somebody says something like,
さくら、割と気痩せするタイプだったんだ。
it'll make me swoon, so I'm certainly in favor of this newfound weight loss. But he's not there, Sakura.
先輩、
My body really feels so light and relaxed. The world is changing with each step I take. My body is so light. The air is so beautiful. Posing is so warm. It's like I've been freed from a poison permanent in my body. The worm's grandfather implanted in me. The blood mud sticking to my heart. The awful dreams lingering in the back of my mind never happened at all.
ねえ、先輩、
Nobody's here. The hallway is very quiet.
先輩、先輩、
I don't think he came back, Sakura. Nobody's here. The sun is warm.
先輩、先輩、
Sigh. Well, at least I appreciate you stopping by, Daddy.
もしかしてかくれんぼですか？
Nobody's here. There's Crisp.
あれ、おかしいな。 先輩は隠れてるだけなのに。
That can't be right. Somebody has to be here. It's just a bad dream. But I saw someone at the end. His body was totally broken. They would never meet again.
違う。嘘。嘘ですよね、先輩。
Of course it isn't true. His body wasn't human anymore. He couldn't possibly move in that body. So you should be staying here, waiting somewhere for me to come.
先輩。先輩。
Calendar in the living room shows that it's already been over 10 days. It's the end of February. I collapsed to my knees. I understand everything now. No, I knew as soon as I woke up, but I pretended not to.
やだ。出てきて。出てきてください、先輩。私だけ。私だけなんてできない。先輩。先輩と一緒じゃないとダメなんです。先輩。先輩。先輩。
Personality goes blank. Even now. I'm about to collapse, but I can't collapse. I can only weep. That's really all it is. I'm a weakling, a crybaby. I don't know any other way to atone. I can't even be grateful for being alive. It's the end of a long winter. I've been free from the chains biting me for the last 11 years. But I lost my only guidepost.
すごく強情なんだな、さくらは。正直甘く見てた。
The boy speaks sullenly. His eyes with frustrated expression. She was prepared for that. She made contact with him, assuming that he would dislike her and that she would cause him trouble. It was but a slight touch. Part of her thought it would hurt if the boy disliked her, while...
その前にやり直さないと。さくらに世話をかけるんだから、俺の方からお願いしなくちゃダメだ。よろしくな、さくら。怪我が治るまで手伝いをしてもらうぞ。
She saw how the boy muttered it to hide his embarrassment. She cherished his generosity of spirit. Spring comes.
ようやく一段落ついたわね、さくら。教会の調査も終わったし、綺麗な後釜はいい人だし、私たちはお咎めなしだし。これ、一応ハッピーエンドじゃない？
No. Esan is strong. She wasn't any more energetic than I was, but her spirits left her when spring came. She's working her brain.
ところでさ、さくら、私の家に来ない？まとう手を引き払うなら、うちに来た方が何かと楽でしょ。
Esan's consideration is so kind. I dreamed for years about living in the Tosca house with my sister. I can't stand being alone at night. Even today, I'm not sure what will happen if she comes home. But that's why I need to grow up.
そっか。さくらは一人でやっていくのね。じゃあ無理には誘わないわ。卒業するまではうちにいるから、休日くらいは遊びに来なさい。
Tells me she'll be waiting and leaves. Must have been stuck in her hair when she came here. Pink flower petal flutters through the air.
もしかしてさくら、料理するの初めてか？
Wasn't, but I can't say I was familiar with it yet. I best to read a lot of books before I came, and I was about average in cooking class. Tell the truth, though, I was very afraid to have anyone eat something I cooked.
そういうことはないです。
いや、そうじゃなくてだな。 まあ習うより慣れろか。よし、基本から入ろう。はい、暑いから覚悟してな。
The basic dish was rice balls. Took steaming hot rice and squeezed it together. He was making fun of me. I sulked a little, thinking that it was beneath me. I looked up, I saw his face was deadly serious. I couldn't feel upset. And then,
じゃ、交換。俺のあげるから、桜のおにぎりをいただきます。
he took the rice ball I just made and stuffed his cheeks with it, right in front of me. Gobbled up something I made and put his hands together in thanks. I don't know what he was trying to tell me. The next day I didn't feel as self-conscious about my cooking. I wanted him to eat it and thank me again. Spring comes.
本当にいいの、さくらちゃん。さくらちゃんが管理人になってくれるのは助かるけど、その
Oh, Fujine. I got a surprising amount of money from selling the Mato house. It's more than enough to maintain this one. I asked Miss Fujimura's grandfather to give me the deed to the property, and decided not to keep this place the way it is, no matter what happens from now on.
そこまで思ってくれるのは嬉しいけど。ねえ、さくらちゃん。シロはもう帰って。
I shake my head. Miss Fujimura's shoulders droop in resignation.
わかった。この家はあなたに任せるわ。
She smiled like a mother and left the Emiya house. This is kind of a tough memory for me.
さくら、このゴタゴタが終わったら、どこか遠くに行こう。今までどこかに遊びに行くとかなかっただろ。たまには遠出して騒ぐのもいい。
He said there was nowhere we couldn't go if we put our minds to it. It was so pure that I laughed.
よし、じゃあ約束だ。さくらの体が治って、このゴタゴタが終わったら。
Oh. That promise. Spring comes. I think I haven't met anyone for a while. It's difficult being alone. I keep repeating my memories. I want to turn them off like a light switch. Helps that I don't long for company. Then why did I...
当然だろう。奪ったからには責任を果たせ、さくら。
I need to do something. It's hard being alone and with other people, but I need to do what I can. But I don't know how to atone. After all this time, I can't think of a way to help anyone else. Because this is for myself. I've been growing one flower every day for that promised day. Spring comes. I'm used to being alone. I control myself a little when people are around, but the fear is still there. I talk to people, but I feel like the world is demanding that I atone.
けど守る。これからさくらに問われるすべてのことから、さくらを守るよ。たとえそれが偽善でも、好きな相手を守り通すことをずっと理想に生きてきたんだから。
He was so selfish. It's so nasty of him to say all that and then not protect me. I can't forgive him so easily. Would it be really selfish and make him go through the trouble I had to many times over? I think I'll forgive him anyway. I'd be hypocritical, but his words calm my heart so much. I'd be irresponsible, but I love the boy who said that to me. He loves me too. Spring comes. Spring comes. Spring comes. Spring comes. No one comes to visit. I'm not sad about it. But sometimes I feel so calm waiting for spring to come that I wonder if I'm still sane. And that's sad because something is absolute. Because I believe that something will happen that makes up for the suffering. I only have one worry.
遅いな先輩。これじゃ私おばあちゃんになっちゃいますよ。
I pray that I can stay healthy until that day comes. Spring comes. Lately, I haven't been able to move my body as well as I'd like. I have to water the garden as usual.
先生、手伝いに来ましたよ。
My student is here. I'm self-taught and not very skilled, but I found a student willing to learn from me. The new Tosuka heir is a good girl. She's very similar to my sister. Light scatters. I sit in my rocking chair in its usual place and gaze out at the yard.
あ、先生、寝ないでくださいね。終わったら昔の話聞かせてもらうんですから。
That brings me great joy. I can remember her words now, but words only need to be spoken in order to become stories. Let me relive nostalgic days.
笑った。私、先生の笑顔好きだな。うちの強欲ばあさんと違ってすごい美人なんだもの。
Sunlight is warm. Time flows gently and sometimes torturously. I keep planting seeds in anticipation of that promised day. Flowers of redemption. I keep waiting for spring until my sins are forgiven. And then, spring comes again. The years pass by in the blink of an eye. Close and open my eyes. The hill is covered in cherry blossoms. Looking just as he always has. The boy waves at me from the hilltop road of youth. I figured, yeah. I don't feel good about that at all. I don't feel good about that at all. I need the other one. I need the other one. What do we do? What do I do? Back to Saber fight. And choose to trust in the rider. Okay. We have to sit through this. Well, I want to save my feelings on the whole thing until it's like until the true ending. So I'm not gonna say any of my thoughts yet. I'm saving those for obviously true ending. Due to dev team demand. Good. Source? I'm pretty sure I've heard that as well. But no, that's not exactly a source. That's heresy. True. Earthmind. Oh, I want to go to the opening. Those are Another Heaven. This opening is so damn good. Never been confirmed. I can't believe. I choose to believe it's funny. Might have better luck with fewer projections. Yeah, I'm taking a guess that might be the case. It does. But that's not a satisfying conclusion. That's great, but that's not good enough. Because we got the normal ending. So... top or bottom one? Versus, okay. This one? Right? Cash gets killed. Okay, well, we'll just do this one then. Okay, we're just gonna go true end then. That's the goal for the day. We are finishing this game. That's our goal, to finish it. I'll trust her. By the way, that's not a problem. I have to trust her and wait. Not rushing in to attack Saber help now. Could I possibly do it to projection? I've been keeping that ready. We decided our battle plan. Red accepted and recognized me as our temporary master. So, I need to. Saber slices through empty air. Red has already retreated out of her range. As far as possible. She withdraws to the very edge of the cave. Saber doesn't give chase. Legs are bound in Ryder's chains. That's why Ryder was kneeling. She persistently attacked Saber's upper body, but used her last move to chain her legs, drive the dagger into the ground, restricting her mobility. Magical energy surges through Saber's whole body. Wreathed in lightning, she easily destroys the chains. It's too late. It's only a 2-second delay, but that was more than enough time for Ryder to wind up. 50 meters separate them. Seeing the distance between them, Saber instantly divines Ryder's intent. There's only one way to counter it. I think from here to Ryder takes... It's the same? Oh, like, is it actually all the same? Can you assure me of that? Okay, in that case... What's the button? Isn't the fast forward button? I forget it. No Caldebon. Okay. I forget if there's a fast forward button. Imply his body's in a better shape. Okay. No. I don't know if there's a way to actually go faster through. No, not auto mode, bro. No, not this shit. Anything but auto mode. Use for eyes. Wait, I didn't get that last time? That's weird. I thought I got that yesterday, but I guess I didn't. Bit of a mistake. Oh, that's weird. I wouldn't we call that projection, but okay. Oh, excuse me. Alright, here we go. My mind disconnects. A mere 100 meters becomes a distance I can never cross. It's only a matter of time until the cave collapses. The ceiling is crumbling all over. The barren field is turning into a mountain of rubble. My joints are stiff. It hurts to bend my arms and legs. I don't breathe when I lose focus. To brace myself for knives to stab my throat. I managed to breathe a few times. It's rather hard to breathe because humans can't move without sufficient oxygen. Right now, maybe I can move without any oxygen. And if I breathed in a lot, it'd be long before I... It's hot. Hundreds of blades are sprouting from my body. It's an execution I can't escape from. My body is made of swords. But I've always known that. Told me. Said if I used projection, it would light the fuse on a time bomb. So this ending was set a long time ago. My legs are heavy. I don't know what I'm doing. My heart feels like it's going to burst from the pain, fatigue, and emptiness. Just a little more. Everything will be over once I erase that thing. Nobody will stop me. Nobody's here to stop me anymore. And yet... The shadows flicker. From the crater they call the Greater Grail stands, lit by dark crimson flames. What? I thought that was Assassin, though. How? How? How did you survive?
なあ、お互いかろうじて生き延びているようだな、エミヤシロ。
His voice contains a strong will. In this lifeless world, blocks my way like it's its destiny. Get out of the fucking way. Get out of my fucking way. I don't ask him why he's alive. He's a walking corpse. I don't feel any magical energy emanating from his body. There's a dark stain where his heart should be. He's a short flame like a flipped hourglass. The same as me. I can't hear Kotomina's heartbeat. He doesn't have much time left. That isn't speculation. It's a fact. Kotomina Kira would die in minutes. No matter what.
何をするなどと分かりきったことを聞くな。私の目的はただ一つ。この呪いを誕生させることのみだ。
I can't believe this all ends and starts with you. I can't fucking believe this.
何を？お前にそんなことはできない。そいつはお前のものになんてならない。
当然だ。私はこれに干渉することはできんし、
The
これ
fuck
に
is
干
that?
渉する気もない。
I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at anymore.
だが言ったはずだぞ。私は誕生するものを祝福すると。
Yeah, but that time's past, buddy.
これは今まさに生まれようとしている。ならば、その誕生を阻む外敵から守ってやるのは当然ではないかな。
正気か、琴峰。 そんな今にも死にそうな体で何を言ってやがる。仮にお前の望み通りそれを外に出したところで、お前は。
それはお前も同じだろう。正気などとうにない。目的は果たしたところで
That's not fucking
我々
happening.
の末路は同じだ。
Nope. Nah, it ends for you.
お前はこれを滅ぼし、私はこれを守る。だがどちらが目的を果たそうと結果を得る者はいない。無意味な争いだ。そんなものをする時点で私もお前も正気ではないだろう。
Kotomina won't move out of the way. He's not going to retreat. As long as he's here, I can't use my last projection. It's a lot worse than this. Jeez. It's true though. I need time to do it. If I give him an opening, he'll pulverize my brain before I can use Saber's sword.
なんでだよ。なんでそこまでそいつを守る。そいつが出てきたところであんたに帰るものなんてないんだろう。なのにどうして。
What do you approve of an enemy of humanity called all the evil in the world? Even on death's door.
なぜも何もない。私にとってはこれが唯一の娯楽だから。エミやシロ、お前が他人の幸福に至福を感じるように、私は他人の不幸に至福を感じるだけだ。
In the end, it's so completely simple. You're opposites.
そもそもなぜ殺す。生まれる前から悪と決めつけるのは傲慢ではないか。帰りたがっている命ならば孵化させてやるのが愛ではないのか。
It tried to kill me at least 5 minutes ago. I think it's evil. It tried to kill me 5 minutes ago. Not even. I think it's evil.
いくつ言うな。あれはもう多くの人間を殺してきた。このまま外に出すことはできない。
ほう。では聞こう。お前の言う善悪とは何だ。人を殺すことが絶対の悪だとお前はそう言うのか。
Yes.
そうよ。
I can't possibly answer that. Right now I have no morality. When I decided to save Sakura, I lost the justice that Emiya Shiro believed in.
それでいい。元より答えなどない。人間とはそういうものだ。明確な答えなどなく、変動する真実を良しとする。我々には初めから真実となる事柄なぞない。人間は善悪を同時に兼ね備え、その属性を分けるのはあくまで自身の選択による。始まりはゼロであり、生まれ出ることに罪はないとお前には教えたはずだが。
Well, yeah, that's true. You are born from without sin. That's true.
それがたとえ悪であろうと赤ん坊に罪はないと。
Fates, no.
そうだ。人間は生まれ、学習によって善か悪か、そのどちらかに偏るもの。とある聖典にはこうある。人間は天使より優れた存在だと。何故か。
No.
それは悪を知りながらも悪に走らぬ者がいるからだ。
That's true. For example, we know evil, but we don't commit it.
生まれながら善しか知らぬ天使とは違う。人間とは悪を持ちながら善と生きられる存在ゆえに、善しか知らぬ天使より
Okay,
優れた
not in
ものだ。
that sense. I hope none of you are like that. You possess evil traits, but you don't commit. I hope we're all good, chill.
しかに吐き気を催すような悪人が戯れに見せる善意がある。多くの人間を救った聖人が
They kidnapped
気ま
several
ぐれに
children.
犯す悪
Well,
意があ
alright.
る。
I believe you.
この矛盾、両立する善意と悪意こそが 人を人たらしめる聖杯だ。生きるということが罪であり、生きているからこその罰がある。生あってこその善であり、生あってこその悪だ。故に生まれいでぬ者に罪過は問えぬ。何者にも望まれぬもの。生まれながらに悪であるものなどない。あれは誕生するその瞬間まで罰を受けるいわれはない。
That's the answer of the priest named Kotomine. The idea of Holy Grail in this game has been about representing humanity at its core. It's why he sincerely intends to forgive all the evil people wished into existence.
だからって許すのか。こいつは初めから殺すためだけのものだ。外に出ることで多くの人間が死ぬと分かっているのなら、それは俺たちにとって紛れもない悪だろう。
そうだ。これは存在自体が悪だ。何しろそのように作られた。初めから悪であるようにと生まれたのだ。
Now you're being contradictory. Get out of the way.
人間とは違う。これは悪しか持たぬ。人々が作り上げた純粋な単一心だ。だが、その行為が悪だとしても、あれ本人がそれ
You
を
are
どう思
moving the
うかは
goalpost.
まだわかるまい。
You're moving the goalpost. This is what you're doing. You are moving the goalpost because it suits you better. He wants to know what Angemon personally thinks.
そうだ。この世すべての悪本人が自らの行動を悪しと嘆くか、良しと笑うか、それは我々の測るところではない。
I'd rather not find out personally.
もしあれに人に近い意志があり、自らの存在を嘆くのであれば、それは悪だろう。だが、自らの存在に何の疑問も持たなければあれは善だ。何しろ、そのように望まれたもの、自らの機能に疑いを持たぬのであれば、それが悪であるはずがない。
Something which does not question its own existence cannot possibly be evil. So in your mind, if you question yourself, you're evil. Okay. That... Huh?
そう。生まれながらにして持ち得ぬもの。
It would be evil if it went against the purpose of made to do so. If he doesn't kill people, if Angamonyu comes out and he doesn't kill people, which is going against its express purpose, it would be evil because he doesn't kill. Can't not kill people, right? It's about regret. How it views itself, okay.
初めからこの世に望まれなかったもの、それが誕生する意味、価値のないものが存在する価値をあれは見せてくれるだろう。何もかもなくし何もかも壊した後、ただ一人残ったものが果たして自身、私はそれが知りたい。
You won't get to know.
外界との隔たりを持った者がありのままに生き続けることに罪過があるのかどうか、その是非を問う。
If it managed to birth itself while we were still here, it would probably kill you first because you're closer.
そのためにお前の父を殺し、そのために的を桜を生かした。私では答えは出せない。故に答えを出せる者の誕生を願った。それが私の目的だ。エミやシロ、自身に帰る望みを持たぬお前と対極に位置する同質の願望だ。
That sounds about right. No, that sounds about right. I can't understand. This man's wish is too distant from me. But I do understand one thing. You, Sakura, have wished like that.
桜をそんなことのために桜を利用したのか。
I've refocused my hazy vision. Declared to priest all hostility I can muster. This man.
そうだな。そんなことのために私は多くの者を殺してきた。言っただろう。私はそのように生きてきた。その疑問を解くためだけにここにあった。それは死を前にして変わるものでもない。
The walking corpse makes a declaration. Resolve clear in his eyes. He says it so brazenly. Toski has no regrets or mistakes.
そうか。
I understand now. Can never agree with this man. When I first met him, I reflexively wondered if I could ever accept him. And now, I know exactly why. I don't want to admit it. I think I liked Kotomina Kide. I desperately viewed him with hostility and attempted to deny that. Pretend I didn't feel that way. Said that we were similar. I understand why now. We both think of ourselves as sinners. We both lived our lives trying to cast off those chains. We both knew our methods were flawed. We believed it was the right way to atone. We sought salvation we would never obtain.
引かないよな、そりゃ。
You won't, because we're the same. It's because he's about to die and wants to see his wish come true. That's right. He's not keeping an oath because this is the end. That's just how he's lived his life. He's never walked any other path. Even if he dies 1 minute from now, doesn't know any other correct way to live.
それにな。告白すれば干渉でもある。以前からよもやとは思っていたが、ことここに至ってようやく気がついた。
He steps forward. Neither of us have much time left, so we'll settle this quickly. Gotta snuff out his flame before mine runs out.
私はお前たちを羨んでいる。求めても得られなかったもの、手に入れたというのに手に入らなかったもの、どのような戒律をもってしても指の隙間からこぼれ落ちた無数の思い。お前たちが幸福と感じるものが。
Undeniably evil, but I can't not feel a little sorry for you. Undeniably evil. You gotta go. But I'm not act like I don't wish things were different.
そのうっせきをここで帳消しにするのみだ。私には幸福と感じられなかった。
Yeah. This man is empty, because he never obtained anything. Searched and searched, but never gained even one bit of happiness. His life brought only death to anything he obtained. It's the only way he ever lived. How could he ever abandon it now?
そうだ。無駄な時間を使わせたな、琴峰。
I restart my forgotten breathing. Sent air into my lungs to switch my body over to combat mode.
構わん。時間がないのはお互い様だ。
Well, I appreciate you don't mind. Can really put strength into his muscles. This won't be a battle of magecraft. We're both dead men walking. All we can do is pound each other with our fists. We don't have any tactics or skills left. To bash our remaining lives against each other. He'll kill me and grant his wish. I'll kill him and destroy his wish. We bet our lives on this wager. Before time runs out, I'll kill him and erase the shadow. I run and make a beeline at my opponent. My legs don't have much power left. Drop my hips, eye to the chest of my approaching opponent and strike him as hard as I can. Undodgeable timing! My right fist cuts through empty air. It's my chest that takes an impact. Kutomine is gone. The enemy attack with such speed and power disappears from sight. And his tall body to my left flank. There's a fist into my stomach. With his leg like lightning, it kicks me into the air. He's got combat experience, I don't. His kicks are like breaths of fire. The last few hours here, I've forgotten what it was like to feel pain strong enough to make me pass out. Come on, get up, Shiro. How many meters was I launched? The impact was so strong I wouldn't have been surprised if my head detached from my torso. No. Going with that, even the second blow to my stomach would have destroyed my organs. I know this. I'm telegraph economy of movement. Straight lines and also circles. Attacks that emphasize internal over external damage. I'm surprised Shiro knows that. At the highest level, too. Isn't something he could have just picked up by watching people?
そうでもない。私のこれは真似事だ。死の灯籠を真似ただけのうちに何も宿らぬものだが。
The follow-up is coming. Force my stiff joints to bend and get up. True. But then, Kutomine stops and looks at its fist. It's covered in red.
厄介な体だな。撃つ方が命がけと。
Sorry, there's a few blades sticking out. Be careful where you punch me. That's what he gets for hitting a bundle of blades. Works to my slight advantage. I collect my scattered thoughts and face the enemy. None of that matters. He won't stop any of his opponents covered with lethal thorns.
だがいい判断だ。つまるところ、私とお前の戦いは。
Kutomine lowers his stance. His trained body readies an explosive strike.
外敵との戦いではなく、自身をかける戦いということだ。
I need this full CG, dude. Come on. Enemy approaches. Kutomine has the overwhelming edge in close combat skills. His fists won't break. This or my hourglass will shatter before it even runs out. Dude, look at my fucking guy. I don't turn away. Me and my enemy approaching like a rocket. There's only one thing to do. I try my fists at him even faster than last time. Faster than he could dodge. The only sound in my earlobes is my pounding heartbeat. I don't perceive the sounds of the collapsing cave and the rain of rubble at all. The thing I need to beat is right in front of me. I don't care about any centuries-long obsession or the collapse of the world. To Emiya Shiro, the defeat of this enemy is his final purpose. But why? What is possibly more important in this fight? Okay, we're back in the fight. Good. It's collapsing. Collapse is all but assured. Einspurn's 1,000-year quest. Immokalei's 500-year wish. A world that has continued without ending. Changing or evolving is finally coming to an end. Because why not? I'd rather just have the fight finish. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Amidst the destruction, it still has a will. I don't want to die. His body is nothing but a dark red lump of meat. Looking nothing like a human. There's a swarm of insects that dwelled in this cavern. Gathered them all to form a single lump of flesh. I cannot maintain a humanoid body anymore. His writhing form is simply a lump of meat that can move, but it's still alive. And the lump curses its rotten body, its melting soul. I don't want to die. When its obsession is still intact. It crawls on the ground. Makari Zoken. The old mage, his main body anchoring his soul having been crushed, clings to this world by his obsession alone. His doom is only a matter of time. Although he has fit his soul into a hastily assembled swarm of insects, he will never recover from being crushed twice. I don't want to die. The old mage who has become a lump of meat will die an agonizing death. He will rot until the end and die feeling regret. It's right in front of him. Gaze out the embodiment of eternity which he sought for so long. Was only one step away from obtaining. Angelo, you might be right. Are his death cries agony or regret? I don't want to die. He doesn't want to die. How can he just disappear now? 500 years. How can he disappear when the reward he deserves for 500 agonizing years of effort is right before his eyes? All he remembers is suffering. The karma of the Makiris. They were a great magical house driven from their homeland, wandering until reaching this land in the Orient. Then they were unable to assimilate to this land's laws and fell into decline. Feel uncomfortable? Yeah. But that wasn't true. But still, I've been hope if that was the case. That's why their bloodline died out and might have gracefully accepted their demise. I don't want to die. But the truth was different. Isn't that the land of Japan was unsuitable? An external factor like that wouldn't have ended the Makiris. They simply lost their way. It's been 300 years since the ancestral Makiri seekers. In those 300 years, they reached the limits of their lineage. The Makiri's mages were already in decline by Zoken's generation. That is when the suffering began. Yet the old man had no choice but to deny it. Mata Zoken's life was spent desperately trying to overcome the decline of the Makiri bloodline. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die! Yes. I must not die. Damn this rotting body. It's painful, so painful, too painful. 500 years of pain. My whole life has been pain. My fault me for seeking eternity. I suffered and suffered. Never fulfilled. So how could I disappear without leaving anything behind? I'm gonna die in agony. The Holy Grail is open before me. So listen to my wish. Ask and I shall answer. My wish is that I don't want to die. I need to get there. My wish will come true if I climb that cliff. I'll grant my wish, but I can't reach it like this body. It's so far away. These last 5 centuries have been for nothing. It's so far away. Why is it so far away? He crawls, scattering and splattering his body. What obsession. He can't move. No, he shouldn't even have the ability to move. But his hatred drives it forward. He is now an obsessive idea become a monster. He doesn't hear the collapse. He sees the Holy Grail as it moves forward. And then his misshapen form sees...
そこまで変貌したか、マキリ。
are you here? Why are you here? No, don't. Someone with a beautiful bell-like voice speaks to him.
何
Why are you here? He looks up. Why? You were supposed to wait at home. I love his wavering vision. Stands a lone girl. He stops. He stares at her. The old man does not see a girl. He sees a woman from his distant memories. The golden Ainsworth woman who was never faded from his mind to this day. 200 years ago. She was his comrade. The cup of heaven who sacrificed herself to build the greater grail. She hasn't changed at all since that day. One of the Holy Grail looks at him with the same eyes as when he still burned with passion.
と我が旧敵よ。汝はなぜ死にたくないと思ったのか。
She speaks just once, in a nostalgic voice. Her question halts his thoughts of suffering. Why? Why? It's so strange. Now that one asks, why did he not want to die? Why couldn't he die? He would be free from suffering and death, so what purpose did he cling to life and suffering? He remembers. Yes, he had a noble goal at first. He would acquire all of creation. He would know all truths, and reach lands nobody else could. He would surpass the limits of the flesh and reach the limitlessness of the soul. So he literally had the same goal as Roa. And history simply repeats itself. The human race will let those saddled with limits from birth and forced to run circles when the spiral of their brains go outside. To heal all hatred and suffering. He remembers. So after the grief of learning that paradise did not exist, he excitedly decided that if it did not exist in this world, he was not allowed to create it while in the flesh body. He would travel to a place where it was allowed. Not to create a new world, but to turn himself, to turn the life called humanity into something new. I do not excuse him at all. I do not care if he started with good intentions. This is the same as Roa. I do not care if he started with good intentions. What you did is abso-fucking-lutely unforgivable. That's right. Go to the sky, you always looked up at and beyond. We'll be born anew in a place no one could imagine, and arrive at a utopia we cannot visualize. For that cause, he sought the Holy Grail. He sought a miracle beyond human reach. He couldn't disappear until he attained it. He knew he would suffer defeat. He would not attain it in this body. But he never gave up as long as he lived. Honestly, yeah. Yes, he had just one dream. The abolition of all the evil in the world. We staked our lives on an impossible utopia. So he stayed behind. After his enemies left, he kept searching. Even as he knew it was pointless. He believed that living itself had purpose. He knew that one day he would create someone to succeed him. So he kept on living. He was suffering, but he couldn't let himself die. Even when he remade himself, he never overcame the laments of his youth. Is that not his way of life? The answer he arrived at? Yes. And if it lies beyond this life, and if he isn't rewarded, that was his first wish. That agony. How meager his wish to not die was, compared to his quest for an impossible dream.
そうか。そうであったな。ユスティツァイ。
Looks up at the world. The cavern is already halfway to total collapse. Mato Sakura has been liberated and taken from this world. Angamanyu, the birthed, completely flawed embodiment of the third magic, is flickering like heat haze. Finally, the old mage accepts that he will never reach any of it.
終わりか。我が宿願も我が苦痛もマキリの使命もこんなところで終わるのだな。
It was decided from the very beginning. Wherever the Makiri's voyage ended would be their final resting place. And yet, the end of their long suffering was not a wretched conclusion at all. It has only just begun. Their challenges and journeys have just begun. 500 years is a trifle. Far too short a time to accomplish anything. What we desire was brilliant and precious, to attain in the far future. The maturation of humanity, but it takes thousands or tens of thousands of years. So this is but a trifling setback at the start of the journey, albeit a meaningful one. The wish is not over. The journey begins now. The history of their long journey to reach the great beyond begins its loop with the end of a dream.
だが無念よ。いや、あと一歩だったのだがな。
The words of resignation belong to the old mage after all. But how brilliant his objective. He is a fiend who approves of wicked deeds. He never overcame that trait even at the end. It cut his obsession with life. The last one disappears. One of the mages saw a miracle. The observer who was there at the very beginning crumbles away.
504年。思えば、瞬きほどの宿願であった。
The love of meat is swallowed by the rubble, leaving no trace. He was a creature which lived while transforming. The old mage completely disappears from the world, along with the fall of his long-sought wish. It didn't play?
Wow, Mambo!
There you go. That was weird. Maybe. But those are what ifs. Okay, that interlude was pretty important. That was pretty important. His palm slams into me. Hasn't changed, no matter how my body has changed. His attack, aimed at doing internal rather than external damage, ruthlessly sends shockwaves through me. The battle is overwhelming. The enemy dodges, repels, and traps my fists, all while making me eat all of his attacks. Pure white mangles my vision every time Kotomi's fists clang off my body. It isn't the damage from his attacks, from the pain of my left arm repairing and overriding my injured body. I protect my head. Face alone hasn't turned to steel yet. This could end with a single blow to my head. Can't hit him with my fists, so use both arms to protect my head. My sense of pain is long gone. My eyesight's about to blink out too. The pain transmitted to my brain comes only from the left arm's invasion of my body. His bloody fists pulverize every square centimeter of my frame. I work my left arm to try and repair it, and everything goes white. The images and memories become irrefutably white. It hurts even to think now. It's my blade to protect my destroyed body from dying. In exchange, my brain is saved away. Which of us will end first? His fists and bones are broken. He endures it, his face twisted in pain, and continues striking me. Dodge the blows and attack with my right fist. Gets blocked. There's a simultaneous impact to my left armpit. Endure the blade stabbing my brain and attack again. I can still move. I can't move anymore. This is That hurt. That what got me. My body shouldn't be able to feel pain anymore. I didn't weep at the pain throughout my body. I flung back, crashing into a fallen boulder and barely stopped myself from going over the cliff. Can't stand. The impact hurt this bad. Pain into my brain trying to remake my body would be unimaginable. It's over. In one more second I'll give in to the pain and burn out. I won't be able to think anymore. If I sleep before then, if I close my eyes, it...
終わったか。では頭を潰す。
The enemy walks over. We can't run anymore either. It would surprise me if we both disappeared 1 minute from now. Then... I'm... You swore an oath. You swore to protect someone. Live. She said that both of us were needed to save her. You lost something. You lost something for that purpose. The enemy approaches, drags his feet toward me to crush my head. Like hell! I won't lose. This man doesn't have a goal. He's just living the only way he knows how. But I have it. I have a goal. I have a good reason to kick his ass and win. Come on, Shiro, get up. Come on. I don't know how long I made her cry. She's been crying in a place I don't know. She always cried alone. Never smiled in front of me. That's right. So I have to protect her. I'll protect from the sins she committed. The sins blaming her. The sins she remembers. The girl who could only smile in front of me. The girl who said she'd protect me. In a body with no future. I want to help her smile happily one day. Even when I'm not around. And you're in the way of that. Fuck off! Sakura will never smile again as long as you're alive! One blow. The enemy comes to crush my head and I punch his face with all my might.
貴様まだ
ことみねキラ
Two blows. 3 blows. 4 blows. 5 blows. 6 blows. 7 blows. Punch, 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 punch. This is the end. If I let him go, there's no future. I need to put everything I have left into this miracle. This chance. I'm flung back. He easily ducks my suicidal punch and makes me pay hard for it. Damn it. That's right, he won't let me hit him that easily. He's many times stronger than me. So of course he'll parry my attacks effortlessly and come to finish me off. Yeah, so what? I can't overcome the difference in fighting strength. Life isn't that easy. The enemy knocks me to the ground and comes to crush my head. I'll lose, I'll lose, I'll lose, I'll lose. How much is self-evident? But I can still move my body. The enemy shadow looms over me, blocking my path. And then, take my disobedient legs. Yeah, her right leg won't even budge. Ignite them into motion. It's not going to end here. Can't dodge the enemy's attack with these legs. Death is a second away. Dodge as best I can. Right in front of me stops. Its extended fist not quite reaching my face.
ここまでか単純に時間の差が出るとはな
He looks down at his own chest. The dark stained area is where his heart should be. But different in time. Well, difference in time. Just started dying just slightly before me in the forest. He's just like before. When I first met him in the church. He talks about everything like it doesn't matter to him.
ことみね
お前が最後のマスターだ聖杯を前にしその望みを果たすがいい
The final master. His words carry a profound weight, but he says them in his usual unchanging tone. Of course he does. He'll never change, even in his last moments. He's still my detestable enemy, even as he crumbles away.
散々痛めつけてくれたお礼だ容赦なくあんたの願いを壊してくる
Why don't you laugh that one off? Did he just laugh at the end? My nearly scrap metal eyes are useless. This time, the priest really does leave this awful world. No one mourns him. I breathe, taking in just enough oxygen to move. I can only move my throat once. I don't feel happiness or suffering. My 5 senses have already turned to iron. No matter how hard I tried, my mind failed to stay intact. Time to go. One last job. I unseal my left arm. My consciousness is almost gone. One Last objection. I'll make the strongest sword I know. Destroy the entire Greater Grail. And this curse. This is the absolute end. No. It's not okay. If I use this, there's no going back. I already know that I'm going to disappear. Still, as long as I have my life, I need to find another way. I'm gonna promise to protect Sakura from everything. I can't allow my life to be snuffed out so easily. I want Sakura to live. I want to live with Sakura. So I still...
と、
But there's no other way. Sakura sins. Destroying this curse is the absolute condition to let her be happy. My mind is down to a few grains of sand. Sakura,
投影開始。
will keep my... a sword in my hand. With body. Can't. Last.
シロは死なないよ。だってこの門を閉じるのは私だから。
Stop, don't. Stop, Julia, don't. Don't, Julia, don't do this. Please don't do this. Please don't do this, Julia. Please don't. Please don't do this. Just let me do it. Just let me do it. Just let me do it, please. Please don't do this. Don't fucking do this. Please don't. That's someone's voice. I can't remember her name. I say her name even though I can't remember it. I feel that I have to say it. If I don't, I'll never come home.
ね
Just please don't. Please don't. Don't go. Don't go. Please don't. Don't go. Please don't.
シロは生きたい？どんな命になっても、どんな形になっても、シロはまだ生きていたい？
I don't fucking care. Just don't go. I want to live. What's her name? Say her name and stop her. I want to live. I know Elia will disappear if I not. What's her name? I wish from the bottom of my heart to live.
よかった。私もそうしたかった。私よりシロにこれからを生きてほしかったから。
Don't, please. Don't you talk about idiots. Just come back. If you go any further, you won't be able to. I'll take the thing down with me. So, Dad, what's your name? I have to remember your name. It's precious. I'm getting so dumb. Your name.
じゃあ奇跡を見せてあげる。前に見せた遠見の応用だけど、今度のはすごいんだよ。なんて言ったってみんなが見たがってた魔法なんだから。
No, please. Don't do it. You have to show me. Just come back.
けど器だけは安物かな。使えるのは私の体しかないから完全に再現はできないの。けど大丈夫。リンと一緒に試行錯誤すればすぐに元通りにしてもらえるわ。
She moves into the middle, so the white dress becomes a sacrificial key closest to Greater Grail. Just like the very first ritual.
じゃあね。私とシローは血がつながっていないけど、シローと兄弟で
No!
本当によかった。
Please don't! Please don't! Don't go! If you care about me, don't go. I can't sacrifice you. I said we'd live together. That I make up for all the time you spent alone. But if someone's going to be sacrificed, then it should
う
be.
んうん。言ったよね。兄貴は妹を守るもんなんだって。ええ。私はお姉ちゃんだもん。なら、弟を守らなくっちゃ。
リ
I remember her name. Ritsuko's real blood relative. The little girl whom I replaced, leaving her all alone. She's a girl with red eyes and silver hair. A little older than me. Ilya.
イリアイリアイリアイリアイリア
I can't reach her. She can't hear my voice. I bathed in light and I can't see. At the end, she... No! No! Come back! She said goodbye, smiled and shut the door to the Greater Grail. No! 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 A second. I'll be back. I'll be back. should probably drink. I had to step away for a second. I just need to not be in the room. Of course, blow my nose. But that's a given. I see the sky. Just a moment, I lift my arm up, reach into the sky. Nothing is left. There's a single bit of power left in this body. I'm sinking. The life she saved is sinking. I clench my fist in frustration. This cold pain in the palm of my hand. It weakens my sinking mind.
大丈夫。リンが助けてくれるから。
Okay. Yeah. It's a tiny miracle in the palm of my hand. One breath of magical energy. It's completely useless. The small pendant will make sure that someone saves me if I reach out with my hand. I reach out. Feel soft air and warm sunshine on my skin. My hand takes hold of the endless sky.
Ah, 疲れた。
I set my travel bag overstuffed with gifts on the ground and stretched for a few seconds. The sky today is crystal clear and the spring sunshine feels great, no question. It's bright for my eyes, like I used to during the tear off the plane. But it's a small price to pay, considering I just got back from a long trip.
あ、ベールでなくなってる。代わりに映画館なんてできたんだ。しばらく見ないうちに変わったな。
I just brought it back from England, I'm guessing. I look out at the town while loosening my shoulders. The trip from London to this provisional Japanese city took 25 hours. Yep, I figured. Too cramped after being stuffed in an airplane seat for that long. My butt hurts and I even bumped my head on the seat when we landed.
エコノミーどころの話じゃないわよね。せめてまっとうな旅行会社を使えばよかった。
Moral of the story, don't cheap out on long-haul travel. But if I'm strapped for cash, my rival for class leader, Luvia Galita, goes,
あらミスト大阪。お金に困っているのなら、私好きのメイドにしてあげてもよろしくてよ。4番街のしみったれた悪趣味カフェのウェイトレス1年分の月給は保証しますわ。ああ、そう。言っておきますけど、割と本気ですから。明日朝一で編入届を出してきなさいね。
it wouldn't do it to be a cheapskate when returning to my home country. Yeah, I'll make sure to do that next time. A round-trip ticket, so I'll bought with a rundown jet one last time on the way back.
バスは20分待ちか。
Fucking Luvia.
まあ、面倒だし歩いていこう。
I hit my backpack with both hands and start walking. It's an hour's walk to the house. It'll take a while, but I still have plenty of time until we're supposed to meet. So this is perfect.
懐かしいな。 海沿いの風だ。
But yeah, it started. I know everyone has ways to get past, so I can wait. I do want to drink some more, so that's fine with me. There's no rush, so. And it gives me time to just sit and think for a bit as well. Which I don't mind. I'll say my piece when the credits roll. I'm holding that in still. But yeah. Yeah. I haven't felt this way in a long time. It's been a long while since I felt like this. Near my eyes going against the wind, listening to cars go by. Yeah. I'm home. Yeah, I've been gone. My hometown looks kind of different, but it hasn't changed at all. It's a good thing, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't mind feeling this way when it's something I deeply enjoy affects me as much as it does. It's not a bad thing. It happening, like, through big gaps, that's completely fine. I don't mind that at all. If it was frequent, I'd be kind of concerned for my betterment of health, for my own health, if this was something that happened frequently. These kind of big outbursts, if it happened frequently, I'd be concerned, but they don't, so I don't think it's a bad thing. Or a good thing. I think it's neither one. I react to the mundane, formerly familiar scenery of my town with alternating boredom and surprise when I walk the path home. It's my first annual visit home since I left to study in London. Just walking through the town after a year makes me happy, and it feels fun for no reason. The mood is slightly spoiled by my stupidly heavy bag.
よし、まあこんなんで OK かな。
Yeah, I know it's dumb to say now, but if you're watching and you're someone who don't like hearing people cry, then tough shit. Fucking deal with it. That's why I'm streaming these. That's why I'm streaming these. To show that visual novels are something that you should give your time and attention. These are experiences worth playing. And that's what I want to help show. Like that's why I decided that I'm gonna, when I started Tsukihime and I got to like the third day, or even like just finish the arc route, I realized that okay, no, this is something worth playing. Heck, even the first stream I realized this was something that has to be experienced. You have this. There's not many things that should be counted as a requirement in life. One of those I think should count as a requirement. It's reading a visual novel. Be it Fate, be it Tsukihime, be it Higurashi, Umineko, like whichever one, like that's the only ones I can name on top of my head at the moment. Whichever one of this you end up reading, that's like you know, that's like this, that makes you feel things, that you know, love it cannot be seen. Yeah, that's what that I'm still doing it, to show that yeah, they're worth playing. Yeah, it's just text on screen with some voiceover and music, with some pretty pictures, yes, and nothing but still images. But they're still better written than most media released to this day. They're still the most well-written things ever released. Something from 25 fucking years ago is better than anything written today. In that case, I mean, obviously the original Tsukime. But even this, which is 21 years ago now? Yeah. Something from 21 years ago, I would say is better written than most things today. You're free to disagree. That is just what I think. You're free to disagree with me on that. I'm not gonna fight you. So that's fine. I'm not gonna fight anyone on that. But that's my statement that I would make on Stay Night. Bit controversial, I suppose. Wanna fight someone? Controversial, but hey, you gotta have controversial takes sometimes, right? Yeah, you're gonna say Xenoblade, which is completely fair. Or any of the Xeno games in general, like Saga, Gears. Completely fair. And as I watched you play that from start to finish, whichever one you're thinking of, I understand why you would say that. I completely get you. I completely understand why you would say that. Exactly, I can't even blame you for saying that you disagree and saying that this is better. I completely understand you. Just so you can understand what I say with visual novels. Why I think these are just better. You don't have to agree with me though. And that's perfectly fine. Exactly. Right. Take a shower and check myself in the mirror to make sure nothing's wrong. I'm not really doing it for anyone's benefit, but it just feels right to pay a little attention to my looks after being gone for a whole year. And you are also absolutely right. That's the best part. I can also tell you that yes, you are also absolutely right. Okay, maybe there's one person who would side-eye me if I didn't, but I ignore it for today. Both absolutely wrong. Damn. He's gonna say Undertale's better than both. That's just prettier than I remember, and I can't spot a single speck of dust. Soko might still be cleaning it from time to time. Appreciate that I do, but of horse girls racing. Oh, Uma Musume. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Season 2 got me really fucking emotional, which is probably why I'm being extra receptive today to emotions. Season 2 was really fucking clinching in the emotions, like the last few episodes. Never played it. Well, you should watch the anime. Please watch the series, it's really good. It's got some incredible emotional highs. And it's only its second season. Not even mind the movies or season 3. Which, again, that's probably why I was super receptible to, well, that scene.
あの子、変なことにここを使ってないわよね。なんか記憶にないシャンプーがあったんだけど。
Shampoo belongs in the bath, not in the library, not in the kitchen, not at the front door, and not in the garden. Well, it's nothing to worry about, really. It's still pretty suggestive.
もう3時じゃない。ああ、もう2時間も何してたんだ私。
Showering and making sure you look good. Dash to the front door, try on the pumps before I change, decide it's tacky, and at the door in my normal shoes. We're supposed to meet at 4 o'clock. To get there early and scout out the enemy, but now I'm at a disadvantage with my messed up hair. It's regrettable, but I just have to challenge them head on. My body wants a burp, but I also doesn't want to at the same time.
さて。
It's a sentimental moment in a lot of ways. Now that I'm here, I rid myself of distracted thoughts and want to head inside as soon as possible. I go through the front gate and walk up to the house door. Then I ring the doorbell. Makes a silly ding-dong and the door rattles open. Hi, Ryder. It's very nice to see you again. I 100% agree, Angelo. I 100% agree. That outfit is absolutely stunning. I'd put Noelle on that. That's pretty good. I think that fit her too. Change the color a little bit, but that fit too. Wow. What's the surprise, you ask? Ryder just answered the door in regular clothes.
ただいま。ち ちょっと早いけど帰ってきたわ。
Yeah, glasses are my weakness. There's not many things that I would say is my weakness that a woman could have under a person that makes me extra weak, but glasses is definitely one of them.
さくらはいるライダ？
ええ、さくらは部屋で、タイガは居間で待っています。
Fujine.
藤村先生もいるんだ。で、春休みだから当然か。ほんじゃ、お邪魔します。とりあえず今に行けばいい？
はい。私はさくらを呼んできます。
I go into the hallway. On the way to the living room, I steal a glance at Ryder. I call this a well-laid ambush. She was beauty cursed by the gods, but really stands out when she's dressed in normal clothes. To be frank, she's supermodel tier. If a woman thinks another woman is beautiful, she really means it. I met a lot of pretty women overseas, but I haven't come across anyone on Ryder's level yet. She's more than human though, so it makes sense, I guess. Anyway, she's a legitimate servant. If a Euphalus mage saw her, they'd have to take 3 days off from work, and if you told them she's familiar, put themselves in their atelier for a whole month.
リン、私に話があるのですか？
She's just admiring your beauty.
そうね。あれから調子はどう？少しは今の状態になれた？
そうですね。2年前に比べれば安定しています。
2 years, okay.
リンがいなくなってからは不安定でしたが、1月ほど前から安定しだしました。さくらもコツをつかんだようです。
She just sucks several people.
まあ、ライダーと
Yeah.
さくらは相性がいいから心配はしてなかったけど、そのさくらに黙って血なんて取ってないでしょうね。
I'm not really scolding her. She can drink if she wants to. Don't worry about whether she's following up properly.
それこそ心配無用です。さくらに知られるような真似は決して。
I can't believe you. I can't believe you. So you take blood from Shiro and you don't. Ah, that's evil, bro. That's evil. It's a weird way to answer it, but I'll let it slide if she isn't causing any trouble. Just my bad habit as a mage. A meal like Router is way too valuable, so I pretend to overlook some mischief.
それではまた。リンには相談事もありますので、夜に時間を作っていただけますか？
内緒話ならここじゃなくてうちでしましょう。今夜はこっちに泊まるから明日の夜でいい？
Router nods quietly and leaves for Sakura's room. But then she pauses.
お帰りなさい、リン。
ありがとう。留守中苦労かけたわね、ライダー。
Oh, that just warms the soul, don't it? That right there, that smile, that warms the soul, doesn't it? He smiles back at me and goes off to the tatami room. Wow, he really is beautiful.
あら、いらっしゃい、遠坂さん。元気そうで何よりね。
I'm about to cry at seeing food today. Hold on. Come on.
はい、お邪魔します。藤村先生もお変わりないようで安心しました。今日は部活動休みですか？
You haven't changed a single bit, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
ああ、今日は遠坂さんが来るって聞いてたからずる休み。ま、今年の首相はしっかりしてるし、今日は新入生対策の会議だから問題ないわ。
So it should be fine, but who knows?
新入生対策？部員減ったんですか？弓道部。
増えたよ。ほら、去年はさくらちゃんが首相になってたでしょ。それで男の子は増えたんだけど、女の子が定員に届いてないのよ。
But good for Sakura. She loved Kyoto Club. Good for her. She loved Kyoto Club, so that's good.
で、遠坂さんは卒業したから知らないか。ま、今年はかっこいい男の子が首相だから、
Oh.
うまく立ち回ればどっさり入ってくるだろうけどね。
Oh, it's a cool boy, huh? Wonder who that is.
かっこいい男の子って誰です？
三辻さんの弟さん。 これがまあ姉さん
あ
正反対の小心
it's
者なの
me.
よ。
Ah,
部活紹介でステージになって立ったら金縛りに遭うわね、絶対。
I forget that. Did I mention Mitsuzuri had a little brother? I don't think they did. That's cool though. That's cool. She loved Kyoto Club, so. Oh, him? Oh, he actually exists? Oh. I suppose we'll meet him at some point, maybe. Does that mean you picked the wrong person to lead? Well, Kyoto has a pretty strict image, so girls might go for something with a softer appeal. But still, Ayako's brother, huh? Never knew she had a brother. Yeah, okay.
それであっちの暮らしはどうなの？日本人だからっていじめられてない？ほら、美大の子ってライバル心だけで友人関係成立してるじゃない？
Oh, she's got a friend, alright?
藤村先生、それは偏見です。芸術を信奉する人間にそのような供給差はありません。
怒られちゃった。
She went teehee. We also have to tell her that they only care about themselves. On top of that, my department would crank her anxiety up to 100%, so I won't bring it up. Then, see Miss Fujimura giving me a meaningful grin.
なんでしょう、藤村先生。
遠坂さん綺麗になったなって、一皮むけたっていうか大人になったっていうか向こうでいい人でもできた？
Maybe. You know what, nice. One girls always end up talking about this stuff. And she's weirdly perceptive.
なんか手応えあり。どうなのよ、花のロンドンでしょ。こうパーッと出会った瞬間に謎の組織に追われて手をつないで大脱走、残り10分あたりでロンドン橋が炎上してキスしてお別れとかしちゃってたら承知しない
Calm
と。
down. Calm down.
いえ、別にそういうことはないです。
じゃあいい話は一切なし？
そういうわけではないんですが、まあできそうというかできないというか。
What have you been watching on TV? I don't know. Who knows? I can't help but give a half-hearted answer. I accepted some invitations of that kind, and I would like to have a research partner soon. But I just can't get serious about any of them. I tried dating a guy, my thoughts always go to some other idiot, and I can't concentrate. Every day I've been whacking my brain about it. I hate to admit it, but I might actually be head over heels for him. No. No way. Can't be. Nuh-uh.
あ、さくらちゃん。
I wonder who that is. Jolt up right in my seat. Sakura looks confused. Wow, she hasn't changed at all.
はい、元気だったさくら。
Chad, look at Sakura. Look at her. Sakura nods. Her face lights up.
おかえりなさい姉さん。元気そうで嬉しいです。
She celebrates my return with a radiant smile. Spend an hour together. Trade stories about things that happened in the year I've been gone and happily chit-chat about silly things.
そっか、さくらもう卒業したんだね。それで進路はどうするの？うちに来るなら私から紹介状でっち上げるけど。そうですね。嬉しいけど遠慮しておきます。
I would like to say that having Elia around here would have been nice, but she probably would have already passed by now. Unfortunately. But I guess I still have to worry about that question. Whether she would have made it to this epilogue or not.
今はこっちでやることがあるし、勉強なら見てくれる人がいますから。
Who could you even possibly study under here?
手紙にあった綺麗な後釜か。
Ah.
まあ人のいいじいさんみたいだし、 うちに来るよりはマシだろうけど、
I wonder who his replacement is.
たまには外に出て冒険してみないとダメになるわよ。ただでさえあんたは怠け性なんだから、教師は生きのいいのじゃないと。それなら大丈夫です。ライダー、すごく厳しいから。ちょっと怠けるとですね、すっごく怖い顔するんです。ああ、いや、そりゃ怖いでしょう、彼女の本気は。
She's got Misaga's of petrification after all. If she got seriously angry and used her power, it wouldn't stop at just her clothes. Wait. Miss Fujimura looks a little down.
藤村先生。
What's wrong?
あ、何？ごめんなさい、聞いてなかった。
いえ、そういうのではないのですが、急に黙り込んでしまったから気になって。
あ、うん。ちょっとね。さくらちゃんと遠坂さんを見てると、シローのこと思い出しちゃって。今いればすごくラッキーなのに、あの子ったら肝心なところで損してるんだから。
If he was here. What do you mean?
ああ、帰り遅いよね、シロー。いつになったら帰ってくるのかな。
Okay. Fujimura says it holds her cup of tea, staring out the window. Her eyes look distant. Gaze out at the pleasantly cloudless blue sky.
あ、あれなんか変な雰囲気になっちゃったわね。
Wait, are you getting Oh, wait, are you... Is she getting reminded of Kuritsugu? And how he always left and... He'd always take longer to come back. No, he's coming back. Relax, he's coming back.
私のせいかなとか。
そんなことないですよ。藤村先生が先輩の話をしてくれるのは嬉しいです。
Yeah, I don't blame him for being worried. No, he's coming back.
ダメよ、さくらちゃん。さくらちゃんにとってシュローはもう先輩でも何でもないんだから。まあ、それはともかく。急に体を動かしたくなったから道場で素振りでもしてくるわ。
Fujimura-sen's excused herself. Maybe she's trying to be polite. Now then. Maybe she's being considerate, but it's going to be hard to make small talk now.
まあいいか。こっちまで気を使うことないものね。聞いておくべきことは聞いておかないと。で、さくら、あんたの方はどうなのよ。あれから2年、なんとかやっていけそう？はい、少しずつですけど、いろいろなことを素直に受け止められるようになりました。罪の意識で潰されるのは逃げなんだって。私のできることをして少しずつ頑張っていこうと思います。そっか。ちょっと見てきたけど街も完全に元通りだものね。2年前の傷跡は消えていて、おかしな事件ももう起こらない。私の役目をさくらに押し付けて教会に行っちゃったけど、それはそれでよかったってことか。はい、姉さんの代わりは大変でした。おかげでこの1年間ずっと強くなれた気がします。
That's good. She must mean mentally, not magically. Yeah, it's better for people to act than to sit on their worries.
けど、そういう姉さんはどうなんですか？なんかいろいろゴタゴタしてたって聞いてますけど。
You're having trouble? Oh no, she can tease you.
私？ゴタゴタしてたって言えばしてたけど。
Where do I even begin? Get back, let's start it 2 years ago. The Holy Grail War. 2 years have passed since he, Sakura, and I got involved in the war. The Great Grail collapsed and the foundation of the Holy Grail War disappeared. The quest for the Holy Grail in this land was sealed off and Fuyuki finally returned to peace. It did, but not for me. A string of incidents happened on Mage territory. And the Fuyuki belongs to the Tosakas. That's only with the approval of the association. So it doesn't completely belong to us. It's a cardinal rule of Maid Association to keep all mystics hidden, and we shattered it. First, the collateral damage of the Holy Grail War Seat was enormous. Second, the Master Senpai Association was assassinated. And to top it off, the Association detected us swallowed the root. Well, the first two were Kire's responsibility. He was the overseer of Senpai Association, so we had that excuse. We couldn't do anything about the third problem. The Holy Grail caused a gate to appear, which was concerning the root are under the purview of the Mage Association. From their point of view, we basically committed a war crime. Okay. One day, something resembling a swirl of the root was suddenly detected in the far east. And while they were being happy and surprised, it vanished just as suddenly. People in charge were pleasantly pissed that a gate was open, but they really wanted to tear us a new one for letting it close after it succeeded. And so, while I was struggling with the mop-up, they brought me to the heart of the association in London, England. That's how I stood in trial in the meeting room housing about 300 people. They told me how the lords of each department would come, how their stray mages would come to pick up the piece of the Tozuka after my sentencing, and so on. A bit of a dog and pony show if you ask me.
私もここまでか。こうなったら教会と反目している中東圏に逃げ込むか、日本で徹底抗戦だ。
That's what I was ready to do when I was readying my escape. Learn that God giveth, just as he taketh away. At Tozuka Rin's incident hearing,
いや、弟子の不始末は私の責任でもある。
an old man just a little more senior than the people in charge showed up for the first time in centuries. He cleared me of all charges. Of course, he didn't take any punishment on my behalf. The World of Mages operates on equivalent exchange, give and take. The old man said of all things.
よかろう。では弟子を取ることにする。享受するのは3人までだ。各部門協議の末、見込みのあるものを選出せよ。
Who's this old man? Dropped another bombshell. I mean, a missing magician appeared and said, Celtrek? What? Celrit? What? I know Tosca said you would just suddenly appear one day just because fuck it. But I didn't think she was dead ass. I mean, a missing magician appeared and said he would take apprentices. Conference was in chaos. Stop caring about an insignificant bug like me and went scrabbling for days and nights like candidates. It's a huge commotion. And the old man turned to me while I was standing there, awestruck, and...
というのはお前の国の言葉だったな。東坂は最も目のない教え子だったが、わずか6代でたどり着くとは。
praised me with that remark.
何のことでしょう、大師傅。
I asked timidly. After all, I thought he would kill me if he noticed me. Magicians don't leak their magic to other people. They instantly told me that they would ruthlessly eliminate those who approach their miracles. You should never underestimate your enemy. Gemstone Grandpa patted me on the head and complimented me.
連中を利用してやれ。ここは窮屈な場所だが、道具だけは揃っておる。
The Selvage is not like that. He's chill. Selvage is chill. He's chill like that. The respect of the Grandmaster, being someone who travels to all kinds of parallel worlds, he's open-minded. Exactly, he's chill like that. Yeah. Tell the truth, I can recreate a jeweled sword. I understood the blueprint and the theory during the battle, so if I have enough time and resources, I can make an imitation of magic. Still, I need serious funds to pull it off. It's one that I could gather in a year or two. No, a decade or two. That's how I got off scot-free. I even got a free ride to the clock tower to top it off. After I graduated high school, I made Sakura the administrator of Fuyuki and promptly left for London. It's been years since then. Life at the clock tower has been an ordeal, but like Sakura, I'm very slowly expanding my own territory.
そうですか。それで姉さん、エミヤの家、先輩のことは問題になってないわ。報告にはあげてないし、キレイも巻き込まれて死亡した一般人としか記録してなかった。幸か不幸か、あいつのことを知っているのは私とあなただけってこと。
What? The mood's a little heavy. After the battle, I survived thanks to Ryder carrying me and Sakura to the surface. Ryder took me back to Totsuka House, where I replenished my magical energy. When I have my magical energy, the Totsuka magic crest will keep me alive whether I like it or not. I couldn't eat for a while, but I recovered quickly. Sakura had to deal with after effects of being connected to Angamanyu, and, well, she was hopeless for a while once she was gone. She didn't panic, nor did she brood. She kept pretending everything was fine, like he would come home someday. To be honest, it would be easier for me to treat her as if she had snapped instead. But it's all in the past now. Life has slowly changed over the days and months. Sakura graduated and said she'd stay in Fuyuki for a while. I need to use all my vacation time here. I have to go back to London in a week. I think it's just on purpose. It's just that's the way the plot is. It's weird. What did I expect when I come back to this house? For a year. No, for 2 years. So much has happened here. My memory goes back a year, but I actually spent a lot of time here before I graduated. Is that why? I think that if I turned to look at the kitchen, he'd be standing there holding a kitchen knife with a bored expression. Rookie Mage were caught up in the Holy Grail War. He fought to the very end and won. And for his trouble?
ただいま。いや、悪い悪い。一世から檀家のお供え物を分けてもらってたら遅くなっちまった。
Look at him. Look at us. Look at this fucking dumbass. He ended up looking totally fine. Shoto comes into the living room carrying a veritable mountain of shopping bags. Of course. God, he's so fucking tall. I mean, he's not actually that tall. He's not taller than... He's not even taller than the wall, but still, look at his fucking... Look at this fucking dumbass. Just want to pinch his cheeks. I'll ruffle his hair real quick. Maybe hit him on the shoulder. Pat him on the back and say, good job. And tell him that everything's gonna be alright. Despite everything you lost, you'll be alright. Despite who you lost, to have what you got now, you'll be fine. Alright, Smith.
よ、相変わらず元気そうだな、そっちは。
Oh no, I'm gonna laugh. So obviously he took a deep breath in the hallway and is trying his best to play cool.
久しぶりね。相変わらず抜けてるみたいじゃない、そっちは。
Wait, why am I saying the same thing back to him? That Sakura's getting at both of us.
先輩、無理して強がってると余計姉さんに笑われますよ。まあ、姉さんも同じように意地を張ってるからおあいこですけど。
She's saying something scary.
別に無理なんてしてない。遠坂は家族なんだから、うちにいるのは当たり前だろ。何も特別なことなんてない。
You're right, she is. She's the annoying bigger sister. But dependable, obviously. Still, he came in holding a massive amount of groceries. Good grief. Why'd you buy so much? Can't finish it all, dummy.
そうね。緊張して損しちゃった。こいつなんにも変わってないし。はい。先輩はなんにも変わってません。
Oh, he's making that face that says he's got something to say but decides not to bother.
言ってろ。それより遠坂、今晩は飯食っていくんだろ。
ええ、泊まる気満々だけど。
そっか。じゃあ休んでろ。 長旅で疲れただろう。晩飯はこっちで片付けるから、さくらとお茶飲んで待ってろよ。
God, his smile, it looks so much like Archer's smile at the end of UBW. Which, I mean, duh, it's Shiro, obviously, but it's like, wow, it looks so much like him.
積もる話もあるだろうしな。
He goes to the kitchen and puts on an apron. It's a place he's always been for the last year. No, half year, to be exact. A sight burned into my memory.
ありがとう。お言葉に甘えるわ。
そうしろそうしろ。あ、それとおかえり登坂。ちっとも心配してなかったけど、いつも通りで安心した。
ええ。ただいま、レミヤ君。そっちもいつも通りで嬉しいわ。
Then the master of the house briskly prepares dinner for a freeloader. Well then, guess I look forward to seeing how much he's recovered in the last year.
調子良さそうじゃない。一時はどうなることかと思ったけど、あれなら相手が誰であろうとバレないかな。学校の方は、はい、おかげさまで一緒に卒業できました。
Alright, probably don't need to step in anymore. Sakura never needed my help to begin with, but hopefully I was helpful in filling a leave of absence with school and smoothing things over with Fujimura-sensei. And if you want to know why he's alive, it was only possible through magic. And Mishiro's body was completely destroyed. His mighty circuits were thoroughly wrecked by Archer's arm invading his body, projecting past his limits. It was a death beyond even the power of the Holy Grail to heal. The reason he's so hale and hearty now is because the Shiro standing there is a copy. Right. No, that's not accurate either. Shiro's body died. That Holy Grail couldn't have resurrected his dead body. While the Lesser Grail... What Ilya could do was a mystic called the Third Magic. She used that to revive his soul. Somehow. She brought him back and gave him an undamaged vessel. You might think that sounds crazy, but that's the third magic for you. I'm not talking about transferring a spiritual body or mind alone into someone else's brain and controlling it. When a soul materialized by the third magic gains a body with human functions, you can completely remake it in the soul's image. Not the DNA of the flesh, but of the soul, apparently. Ilya resurrected Aomea Shiro by reviving his soul and placing it in a raw body that hadn't become anything yet. But it was an incomplete body, so Ilya's third magic wasn't on the same level as the original, I think. A few years after the cavern collapsed, Rada found Shiro looking a little bit different than he used to. Okay, she didn't find him as much as she plucked or maybe pinched him from the rubble. It was a shock at first, to be sure, and it left me wondering how it was even possible. When I think about it, when Shiro's cooking in the kitchen, he's being remote controlled by his living soul, allowing him to interact with our world. Things like memories, the brain, magic circuits actually aren't located in the body, but the soul. I mean that the vessel is no more than a motor function terminal, while the control system sits safely untouchable on the other side. Still, in the first 6 months, repeated trial and error. He isn't a plant that'll grow if you water it. Nor any blueprints for him like a homunculus would have. In the end, we sold the entire Mato library to the association and brought a puppet that a renowned puppet master had left behind, getting him to where he is now. And obviously we know exactly who that is. There's only one renowned puppet master from the association. There's only one person that is. And despite all the grievances you have with your sister, thank you, Aosaki Toko. Appreciate it. I hope this doesn't give you the wrong idea. Seo's just as human as we are. He can get surgery at the hospital, medication works on him, and he'll die if he's killed. Our body is imbued with a soul, it enters a fixed state in exchange for recreating the soul. In other words, he's like a servant that can operate without a master. The difference is that he's living in this era. He'll grow, he'll go to heaven when he dies, and make us delicious food. He's the same Amiya Shiro I've always known. Die if they're killed. Had to end it off with that. Of course we did.
でも元が中古だしな。何人か腕のいい人形師を当たってみたんだけど、今の素体よりいい出物はなかったわ。
That's Toku for you.
あの素体を作ったっていう人にお願いしようともしたけど、その人封印してやを受けて教会から逃げ出したんだって。
Right.
見つけるのは骨でしょ
That
うね。
makes sense. She did do some fucky wucky shit. So I don't blame him for that happening. Don't blame that.
そうですか。けど先輩は今のままで問題ないって言ってますよ。魔力の通りが悪いだけで、あとは前よりいいくらいだって。
Which honestly, he's probably fine without. I'd say he's fine without it. He doesn't need his magic circuits anymore, or the magical energy. He doesn't need it. He's better off without it.
私もそう思います。
Yeah, he doesn't need that anymore. How good the body is. It'll be all written by its soul, so there might be parts that don't work as well. I think it would exceed the original's performance, though. Oh, are you Does he not... Oh. Does he not have... That'd be kind of weird.
ちょっと待った。
He can't do that? I get it's a puppet body, but can he not do that anymore? Damn. What's Sakura blushing for?
さくら？そのですね。私もやりすぎかなって思うんですけど、私の体がまだその。あ。
That's what she meant. Oh, sucking blood. Right, Sakura's body is still feeling the after effects of Angermanyu. May have severed her contract with Angermanyu, but she's still a holy grail. In fact, she's still connected to the other side. I know much magical energy floods Sakura's body, so she needs to vent it every once in a while to maintain her body. Oh, so she just has limited energy. Oh. Damn. Not the Greater Grail, Rada can remain in the world thanks to Sakura's magical energy. That still isn't enough to use it up, so she must be giving the excess to Shiro. Shiro's current body has few magic circuits. It's true that without Sakura's help, it might start to revert.
はあ、いろいろと込み入ってるのね、あなたたち。
Bruh.
はい。前途多難です。
Uh-huh. Well, I'm sure it poses a lot of problems to living a normal life. Sakura's constitution gives her a huge advantage as a mage. True.
考えてみればすごいパーティーじゃない、私たち。
True. Shows a successful case of the third magic who will be able to master his reality marvel with the proper training. True. He can actually master Arch's abilities. So I can use a portion of the Holy Grail's powers. Rather it's just plain cheating. True. I can more or less imitate the second magic. Yeah, this party's fucking cracked. What the fuck? To be blunt, we're invincible. Pretty much. What's on to start a Mage Association tournament? Think there would be a prize money if we swooped in and took first place? Easy 500,000 pounds? Of course, I'm Japanese, so no tax, please. No tax, please. No tax. Do not tax my pounds, please. Crap, I'm actually considering it. I'll truly be free and all of my dreams will come true. Use the funds to reforge a dual sword, say goodbye to that dreary place, and come back to this town. And I will do this again.
まあ、無理か。人間地道が一番だし。
I give up on the idea completely. It sounds too easy, to be honest. I like my current life, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it changes. Besides, I can't stay away forever. I could possibly live a peaceful life in this small, peaceful town with all of these potential troublemakers around.
姉さん、なんか今邪悪な笑みをこぼしてましたけど。
Don't worry about it.
そう？勘がいいわね、さくら。
Stand up from my seat cushion. There's no time to laze around. Only have it for 7 days. I'm not going to waste an important meal.
シロ、手伝うから今度貸して。 英国仕込みの腕前見せてあげる。
Shoot down his objections. Start to grin, fans anyone stealing the show entirely, and put on the apron they kept ready for me.
さて、
Roll my sleeves and go to the kitchen. But before that, I remember what I wanted to confirm the most when I came back home. It's been 2 years. Turn to my gentle, grown-up sister.
さくら、幸せ？
Her full-face smile is perfect in every way. That alone makes coming home worth it. And so I share in some of her happiness and look up at the blue sky. One day, winter ended and spring came. I noticed that cherry blossoms cover everything outside, leaving no vestiges of those cold days. Get enough to balance out what we lost and settle our accounts. So, the story in this town is over, but our story is just beginning. The credits will roll in the far, far future. For now, most well looks good, and my break has just begun. Let's embrace a new day and a new future. In my mind, I see a vision of ourselves leisurely walking down the hill. Now, let's go see the flowers this year, just like we promised. One more CG, one more CG. So the winter went by and spring came along. Nature is in its full bloom and there's nothing left that reminds you of the cold, hard days. Stash away both what you lost and gained, for life continues on. Now then, slow down unravel in this town has reached its conclusion. New stages and people are waiting for us. I'm so sick of fucking crying. I have a headache. Can I stop crying for 2 seconds? I'm so fucking sick of crying. Jesus Christ. I have a headache, chat. I have a headache, chat. Fuck. Well, we did it. Finally finished it. What a absolutely amazing story. And it's a shame that no adaptation can ever replicate it. It's a shame that there's no adaptation that can ever actually replicate it. Yeah, my favorite is Heaven's Feel. It's my favorite route by far. It's not even close. The gap between Saber route, Archer, and Rin, sorry, like between Saber, Tosuka, and the gap is so. You fucking dick. Why would you do that? The gap is so wide, it's not even comparable. What? Are we not done? Or is this... What do you mean there's more? What do you mean I'm not done? 30 minutes? I don't care, we'll do it. We'll do it. It crashed the game. Okay. That's... interesting. It crashed the game. That's very funny. That's very... The game crashed. That's very funny. Let me start it up again. Hold on. That's fucking hilarious. Damn. A little bit, but it's fine. They didn't play test this. I guess they didn't. I mean, I wouldn't say the mood's ruined. I mean, it's a good feeling mood, so it's fine. The fuck? Why is it? It's known of that before. All right. Now go. Okay, didn't crash this time. So what is this? Chat, what is this? What is last episode? Or is this just like a... Just fight... I guess... Okay. A ringing sound. It was light, and for the rest of my life, I will never forget that sound. The sound of the bell that announced the beginning of battle. She made even the most rugged armor seem beautiful. The voice still rings clear. Still that image fading away, it's so clearly engraved in my memory. Right. The contract was formed. Just as she chose him as her master. So he vowed to help her. The moonlight still shines brightly in the darkness. The shadow regains its former tranquility to emulate the knight's appearance. Every time I think back, I find myself murmuring her name. The Ashuralite is all but forgotten. Her hair, like golden sand, bathed in the moonlight. Years later, during one of my naps, I found myself remembering the clash of swords from long ago. I don't recall the correct order of things. Memories are distant and dim. What I felt then is back in the distant past. Let's talk about the past. A story about a boy and a girl over a holy grail. It took place over the short span of 15 days. Yeah. But why?
その時は私が死ぬだけでしょう。シローが傷つくことではなかった。繰り返しますが、今後あのような行動はしないように。マスターであるあなたが私をかばう必要はありませんし、そんな理由もないでしょう。
ですからそんな人間がいるとしたら、その人物の内面はどこか欠落しています。その欠落を抱えたまま進んでは待っているのは悲劇だけです。あなたが戦わないというのならいい。違うわセイバー。シロはサーバントを侮っているわけじゃない。そのあたりを誤解しちゃうと話が進まないから口を挟ませてもらうけど、だから無茶でも戦う。勝てないって分かっていながら勝とうとする。その結果が自分の死でも構わない。なぜならあんたの中ではどうしてか知らないけど自分より他人の方が大切だからよ。
Really was foolish. One person can save others. If we wanted to end this battle, I knew what I had to do from the very beginning. A certain man asked when I was really not going to fight, not kill, and not let anyone kill. If I realized my mistake, I should first decide what to fix, then decide who to punish.
来いセイバー
Dazed, I reached my hand out. Not because I wanted help. I just felt the sky was so far away. That was my final thought, I think.
So その堅くなさは実にあなたらしい。まったく今さら答えるまでもないでしょう。私はあなたの剣です。私以外の誰があなたの力になるのですか、シロ。
She and that sword were one. The sword and the stone that selected the king. The brilliance of the sword that sealed her fate was also her brilliance. Her soul must still be on the battlefield. Before daybreak, under the indigo sky, she just stared off into the distance, letting the wind blow by. A king is not human. Nor can I protect people with human emotions. Yeah, that was not very bright.
いいセイバー。デートってのはね、要するに合いびきのことなの。シロは遊びに行くって言うけど、つまるところ男の子が好きな女の子にアピールするチャンスってわけ。
Ah, yes, that happened too. Luckily, the sky was high and the wind was nice and cool. The memory still lives in his heart, clear as day. The stain of Fate Red Gilgamesh. Ugh. What a sight. What a horrible sight.
私には王として果たさなければならない責務がある。アーサー王の目的は聖杯の入手です。それが叶おうとも私はアルトリアに戻ることはないでしょう。私の望みは初めから一つだけ。剣を手にした時からこの誓いは永遠に変わらないのですから。シローなら分かってくれると思っていた。
It's a scene from so many years ago.
それを手に取る前にきちんと考えた方がいい。
いいえ、
Even after seeing that future, she only gave a firm nod. Mage asked again if that was what she wanted. She just wanted to protect everyone. And to do so, she had to abandon her desire to protect people. She could not protect her country as its king if she still had a human heart. Even knowing this, she drew the sword. Even knowing this, she vowed to live as a king. No matter what happened, her mind was made up. She abandoned her human heart. She was willing to give that up to protect her nation. Who could have known the girl would take such a noble oath? She was determined to fight. Come what may and how it might end, she still decided to fight. Even if an inevitable solitary doom awaited her.
私は選定役だと言っただろう。ふさわしい人間がいるのならば、喜んで聖杯は譲る。
That's fair.
そのために、まずはお前の言葉を聞きたいのだ、エミヤシロ。
Ooh, wait, that wasn't in... Ooh, wait, that wasn't in the actual game. Hold on. That wasn't in the actual route. Wait a minute. Ooh. What I see. It's all too familiar. Living hell. This was not in the actual route. What the... Hold on. What the... That's fucking disgusting. How much they begged for help, I couldn't give in. If there's anything I could do, it would have been to put an end to it. Really fix the wrongness of those living dead. Those are exactly, those are children! Couldn't make the architect of that hell pay for his sins. Yeah. The priest said, the truth of 10 years ago. The malice that was planted into the Holy Grail. The reality that there was no salvation anywhere. A sad event, tragic death, misfortune that passed. There was no way to undo any of it. A champion of justice is someone who can only clean up a mess that's already been made. You'll not be able to save the very people you're hoping to save. I couldn't look at them in the eye. I wanted to run away. Nothing could be done. As I listened to their pleas, I knew I had no miracle to grant. I didn't have the strength to contradict the man claiming champions of justice were just that. I have no apparent enemy. No wish for anything for myself. But let's say, if I did have a miracle at the ready, would I... I faced the corpses, gripped my teeth as I refused. This loss cannot be returned. His pain expression alone makes her heart ache. What was it she had said? She could not start over. It was her duty as the king. She refused over and over. She pledged once, so long ago. So she swore to herself. She would fight. Even if she loses everything. Even if everyone in the world hates her. An oath from a king. Promised to fight against all odds.
聖杯が私を汚すものならばいらない。私が欲しかったものはもうすべて揃っていたのだから。
Yes, she has everything she needs with her now. Her pride as a knight, her promise as a king, even the precious dream that young girl once held. Have my unwavering trust and respect. These are not my words as a king. Very, extremely satisfying death. As a girl who could not protect anything, and now shall be your sword until the very end. The sun rises. The wind starts to pick up. A golden glimmer shines, seeming to last forever. In it,
最後に一つだけ伝えないと。
I can hear the determination in her voice.
なあどんな
Try to at least sound strong. She turns. Sybil looks straight at me and says, her voice clear.
シロ、あなたを愛している。
She said it. The wind blows over the mountain top. For a moment I closed my eyes, blinded by the morning sun. Then they opened them again. I don't think I was surprised. I just had a feeling. Our goodbye was always going to be like this. All I see is the wasteland. Saber's gone, carried off by the gusting wind. Just like when she appeared, she left with grace, without a trace.
ああ本当にお前らしい
There are no regrets in my voice. Every memory, for what I've lost, what I've gained, remain in my heart. I'll keep them there, forever. I look out at the rising sun, hoping I never forget any of this. None of it fades from my mind for a long time to come. I watch the morning glow spreading over the distant land below. It reminds me of the golden fields she'd fought on. It's not a story that can be shared. It's a story of a small wish, like one maiden on a star. Just near the portable gun. It's a long journey. The time spent, the ideal that was held up, the life I tried to live. They were all probably a nuisance. But how far along the road he traveled, he never got any closer to the end. No rest, no giving up, no hesitation. His resolve was strong. He traveled a long path. His journey was long, endless. The reason for this was quite simple. He did not know where he had to go, what to do to find respite. Or respite. Just pronounce it properly. Seems he somehow failed to find the end of his journey, though that should have been decided at the outset. UBW, huh? Nothing is eternal or immortal. No matter how prosperous or famous something might have been, the more it is used, the more it deteriorates. This applies to everything. Machines, bodies, even a person's mind. Everything wears out. Everything eventually fades. Which is why even something one did not think of as painful at first may come to change after years of repetition. Your actions may be meaningful, but you yourself are worthless to the end. So we're just gonna go through all the routes? At least these first two? Is that what last episode is? Hope and disappointment present themselves together. Noble ideals become worn out obligations, and finally mutate into filthy obsessions. Things that awed us, looked up to as children, become mundane. We may look back, we no longer look up. That is simply what it is to be a normal human being. But he was no normal human. He carefully locks away what pains him. And so his heart of iron is a testament to tin. That is what allows him to continue his long journey. In exchange, his sense of joy faded. Fortunately, he was not greedy, so he was happy to receive something in return only from time to time. He admired beautiful things. He traveled, seeing many people in towns. There were beautiful things everywhere. But he was never able to find the brilliant star he'd been forced to part with. His journey never ended because he had no purpose. Because he never found what he wanted to find. But it was a satisfactory life. Is it Fate Shiro? Oh. Oh. So Fate. So everyone's saying the whole like Fate Shiro is Archer is a theory. No, that's literally what it is. It was a long dream. The curse, the ideal, the consequences will weigh heavily on him. No matter how long the slumber, there was no awakening. There's no movement, no refusal, no desire. Just a deep, calming breath. It is an eternal dream and slumber. True, but I always heard people say that was a theory that Archer was from post-Saber out. That's how it was always described, like, oh, it's a theory that he might be from that, which is why he's the way he is and acts the way he does towards Saber. Well, clearly it's fucking not. I could be wrong, though. King's duties have not ended. To fulfill the prophecy, the king does not return to the time before the sword, even after death. Time passed, the nation prospered, and people changed. When people no longer wished for a noble king, the king's vow endured. After all, she showed him many lives as the price of becoming king. But catching a glimpse of that dream was saddening. Seems had peeked out from the depths of sleep. But now, she wants to convey her feelings, to have him, now distant and walking his path alone, hear her. If it means she casts aside her humanity and becomes a machine that just repeats the same thing over and over. If nobody else notices his pain, I am here and know your strength. But her eternal oath endures. The past can't be changed, and it in itself it is eternity. The oath and its resolve now bind the king forever. She will never allow herself to become the person she'd been before, drawing the sword from the stone. She still wants to see him. Even if she has to sleep for eternity. She still wants her voice to reach him.
それは難しいな。そもそも君たちの時間は絶望的なまでにずれている。
So the mage says, that wish simply cannot be granted.
普通にやったらまず出会えない。実現するには、まあなんていうか、二つの奇跡が必要だ。一方が待ち続けて、一方が追い続ける。それもありえないと確信しながら、ひどく長い時間耐え抜かないといけない。それはほら、言いにくいけど、望むべきではない夢物語だろ。
Merlin, shut up. The mage asks his question. Tells her it's impossible. He questions whether the wish could possibly be granted, or if she truly desires to pursue it. The king's duties aside.
勘違いはしないようにね。王の責任を捨てろって話じゃない。 そもそも君は骨の髄まで王様だ。そんな君から誇りを取ったら何も起こらない。君はそのままでいいんだよ。僕が言っているのは正当な褒美の話だ。小娘一人が幸せに生きる権利、それぐらいの働きはしていると思うんだが。
The mage's words are plain, much like when she took a hold of the sword. He'd scoffed at the hardships she would face at the time, and now he's smiling at the future that may actually come true. There's no point in her answering. It's just a matter of whether the girl who is about to take the sword desires it or not. Either way, she lacks the power to grant her wish. Then, what difference does it make whether she wishes for it here or upon a star?
でもそれが本当にいいことなのかはまた別の話だ。アルトリア、時代も人も変わっている。あの頃のままなのは君だけだ。夢は夢のままの方が美しい。君はこのまま死んだように眠っている方が楽でいい。それでも
There's no need to answer. Even if she doesn't say it out loud, her wish won't disappear. That would have been fine. Nobody would come visit. Finally, no one would seek her out. She just has to wait for the day the king disappears from the people's hearts and minds. All she has to do is to keep that warm wish to herself as her source of encouragement, her dream, and just endure the eternal slumber. In the end, he couldn't change his ways. She was never rewarded. And then, a long time passed between the two of them. Yeah, we're talking about the past and future here. Or past and present, I guess. What? I opened my eyes. How long I walked. I've only been passing through the desolate land, but I find myself standing in a pleasant meadow after passing through a deep forest. I'm not sure where I am, which time has passed, how far have I gone? Everything is so unclear. Drop the weight I'm carrying and rest. Thought I would walk forever, but it seems that my journey ends here. A wide, verdant space unfolds before me. Strains that so heavily weigh on me are unraveled by the wind rustling through the grass. My heart is at peace. Each step brings me back to those days. The endless blue sky reminds me of a promise I made long ago. I never spoke it aloud. It was a youthful illusion, which I made as a bluff. I saw the same sky and felt the same things. If we kept pursuing it, I'm sure we could have made it happen. That's what I thought in my hometown. And then, she awakens from her dream as well. She keeps looking up at the sky and waits hopefully. She notices that the wind has changed direction and finds herself fighting back tears. She prays, she continues waiting for her visitor. She simply says goodbye. Till now, she's only hoped for it. She's so thankful for that small ray of hope. My breathing accelerates. I don't believe it. I don't know how long it's been since my breathing was so labored. I think I'm back to being that inexperienced boy. It's a ridiculous idea. Chuckle just because I'm more experienced doesn't make me complete. When I think back, I can't remember how many times I wished upon the sky. I wanted to see her. I wanted to see her. It was all possible. I wanted to hold her in my arms once more and tell her what I'd wanted for so long. Her heart races. She still doesn't move. No, she can't bear the thought of ruining all of his effort of walking all this way. Not to start running to him right away. She'd have to wait just as she has been. She still has concerns. She questioned whether this hope, this miracle, would be really allowed to happen. The man he was then, his mind and body had been worn down. Just the affliction she felt. It's in the scene that had always been on their minds. Not an obsession, it wasn't forgotten. It held on to the past, but it faded day by day. That's why it kept going. Even if this were only a dream, he would still have expected this despair with a faint glimmer of hope. This is very hard to read, chat. No. Those deceptions are over. The hope, once remembered as only words, turns to all its vivid brightness. Which had been locked away for so long stirs to wakefulness. Alright. It courses through her tin heart once again. Golden Earth. Where it's finally caught up and arrived at her hometown. As long as it's lost. So much feeling wells up. There's only one thing on the tip of her tongue. She missed him. How long she's waited. None of that matters anymore. That's right. In the end, he could not change his way of life. Similarly, she was never rewarded. But there are things which came from protecting that promise. In the end, something precious came from surviving all this. Important things are rising to the surface. It's like it had been tucked away so deep in her heart. Smiles as boyish and naive as it was so long ago. I'm back, Saber. Words that emerged come out the same as they were so long ago. As if the moment simply picks up where it left off. Her steps are light. Her face breaks into a wide smile.
Hi. おかえりなさい、シロ。
So the dream ends. He traveled in pursuit of a star. In every journey he saw others off. Much was lost and much was made. At the end of it all lay an infinitesimally tiny morsel that cannot begin to compare to the vast span of the time that's been eaten up. So very dazzling. What remains in that tiny palm is a dazzling coalescent brilliance. It's blinding. And then, at the end of their long journey, the two finally meet. It's the end of his journey in search of a star. That begins the pair's next long tale. At its end, this will continue to turn, much the same way that he might one day become a star to someone else. The storyteller may fall silent, performance may cease, but the story will not end. Whether it's a comedy or a tragedy, as long as there is applause, the story will never end. Like so many lives, may the warmth of blessings find those of us who were never rewarded. Those who still traveled. Our journey continues on. Holy fucking Jesus. Just have to give everyone a good ending, huh? Just gotta give everyone their good ending. Alright, yep, fair enough, fair enough. This brought a cop out as fuck, but I don't really care. I don't really care. I never cared to begin with, so. I figured since it said Fate, Real Natu, or Real Tanua, yeah, I figured that's how. The fact that it's here as well, yeah. That it came out with that re-release. Well, chat, what can I say in the end, really? What can I really say? Awakens in Avalon. I figured he was rewarded for all of his prowling around as a hero of justice. In the end, he'd end up in Avalon, I figured. That's sort of where Saber was, so. It is certainly a visual novel of all time. It's a selfish complaint, so it's pointless. But my one critique for Heaven's Feel is Ila not getting a good ending. But it was something had to be lost for the other to gain something. It was simply how it had to be. It was fate. That's simply just how it had to be, and I get that. I understand it completely. So it's not me like blaming the game for like, oh, that makes it shit. No. That is simply a selfish wish that I wish she could be with the rest of them. I never thought they would make me care that much about Elia. That's fucking crazy. That's insane to me. They made me care that much about Elia. True. That's what we liked in the wall so much. Strong character writing right there. It's gonna be so much worse than Red Garden. Oh, fuck. So. Monday next week, we will be doing the bad endings. The song rocks, it does. Yeah, you can never fully translate a visual novel to an anime. Just don't try. Stop trying, please. I get like you want to like sell the medium to like new people through an anime. I get that, but if you miss like bare necessities when you do it, then just don't even try. But yeah, next week on Monday, we will do all the bad endings because I want to see what the reward is at the end. And then, well, after that, it's finally time. And never again, bruh. Maybe we can find it. I don't know. Thank you. That's very pretty. Thank you, game. That's very pretty. I like the battlefield with all the swords. I did like that one other background, but this, that's nice. I'll take that. I'll take this. I mean, what else can I say? The writing, the music, the characters, everything. It's worthy of being the final route. Being the penultimate ending to the entire damn thing. Yeah, that is what it is, and it deserves to be such. So you're probably thinking, is this now my favorite visual novel of all time? Is this now my favorite game of all time? And no. Tsukihime still has one advantage, and that is it was the first one. But this did dethrone Mihoyo as my second favorite, which is fucking insane. which it sounds insane that I even say that. Yeah. Which, I don't, now that I say that, I don't know. I kind of want to take that back. I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at Fate Stay Night as it is and not the shit it became, which is FGO. Right? This is me looking at just Stay Night Remaster, obviously, not whatever it expanded into. Just on its own. Like, it... But the same... Fuck, man. I don't know. I don't know. Mihoyo was just something else, man. But so's this, and I don't want to put it above the other and then one below the other, and I don't know, there's no... It's hard to put it. It's hard to say where it goes. If it's a normal tier list, it goes obviously in S tier. But if it's in order, then, well, I couldn't fucking tell you. Because like this, when what happened to Soldier happened, well, if you watched that stream, when a Soldier's fate occurred upon him, I have very much the same reaction as what happened to Ilya. So it's like, they really hit the same notes for me. And so is Tsukihime as well. They all hit the same fucking notes. So, simply, Tsukihime is number 1. I think it's better when it builds off so off the pills build, you can see it. We'll see. Yeah, heck, that might surpass Stay Night, yeah. That might surpass Stay Night, who knows? I don't know. What a fucking game. If you somehow caught this VOD at the end and you skipped to the point, what are you doing here? Why'd you skip to the end? What the fuck are you doing? Watch the thing from the beginning. Stop being weird. If you did, play it. Don't watch the animes. Just don't. You are missing 60% of the content. And that's me being generous. You're missing so much by not reading the novel. And I'm pretty sure it's on sale. Right? I'm pretty sure the game's on sale at the moment. As well. It's 25% off. Go buy the fucking thing. Go buy it. Buy it. It's 25% off. Buy it. Right now. You have 40 hours. Buy it right now. I don't care. Buy it. Be it here or Switch. Play on your Switch. There you go. Take it with you. You can cry in the corner of the bus. Like while you're just chilling, watching Heaven's Feel ending or some shit. And then just like, oh man, I'm gonna finish Heaven's Feel right now on the bus, might as well. And you just fucking cry and sob on the bus. And everyone's looking at you weird and like, what's going on? But just, you know? Exactly, bazillions of yen. Give him more money. Give him your money. He deserves it. He's fucking earned it. Time and time again, he's earned it. He's earned it now. No, that's copyrighted as fuck. No. Oh. Well, good thing I'm never considering to actually max out all the situations here. That's gonna take way too long. Oh, activate the weapons menu. Oh, pog. What chance? I could, yeah. You know what? I might do that actually. Let's watch it in full, sure. I mean, to be fair, I put most of it at this point in my actual own intro, but you know what? For the heck of it, sure, we'll watch it. The song's a banger, so we'll watch it. Oh, that, oh. Oh. Instantly showing that they're sisters, okay. That's smart. Oh, hey, it's Teresa, oh. Oh. Why would you do that? This shot's fine, I think. But why would you... Oh, why are you... Now, why would you do that? having assassin here. Oh, they just have the whole. Oh no! Oh no! Why would you do? Why would you do that? Chat, I'm not gonna lie. This does 9 lives better than the movie. I'ma say it. That did 9 lives better than the movie. Oh, oh, you even. Oh. Oh, yikes. Damn. And the little shadow free. Oh, and the. Oh, Selshrek's sword. Uh oh. Aha. Oh, you fucking dick. I did not need that final frame. I did not need that. You fucking dick. I'll take. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll come back another time for that. We'll come back to that on Monday. What the fuck was I okay. Okay. I'll come back to that on Monday. Okay. Sure. That was something, yeah. Look at all these CGs, man. We missed one! Motherfucker. The Jewel Sword description? You got it. Okay. I mean, it's just what the Jewel Sword does, yeah. The Kaleidoscope. I mean, it's fair. It's not saying why Kaleidoscope is one of Selchrek's nicknames. Really? Okay. Bro, what hold on, bro. What stanced up, man? I fucking miss him. Poem for Box Liner? Really? Yep. That's sick. That's awesome. Man. Beautiful but heartbreaking. Yeah. What the fuck is the thumbnail for this VOD? I don't know what the fuck the thumbnail's gonna be. I don't know. Oh fuck. I have no idea. I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna do the Shiro Kotomine shot. That was kind of sick. And now I'm like, no, I kind of wanted to be Ilya. No, wait, I kind of wanted to be the whole group at the cherry blossoms. No, wait, I kind of no, actually, you know what? I know. I know. I'm saving it for next week. The shot of the group shot is for next week. Let them cook. Let them cook. The group shot at the end of Heaven's Feel True End, that's for next week. Has to be Saber for this one? Nah, Saber's was not the main focus of this. Saber fan votes Saber. Well, she was not the main focus of this. Alright? She was not. Sorry. Sorry, she was not the main focus. Sorry. No Saber in this one. Sorry. Alright, let me back on this the Avalon. True, but that's not the main focus of this stream. the last episode. That was just the extra bit. Anyway, I'll figure something out. Alright. Chat. Thank you so much for embarking on this 8-month long journey with me through Fate Stay Night. Unlimited Blade Works / Heavensfield. Thank you. Sincerely, truly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. For sticking by every part. Over 8 fucking months. And I hope you're ready to do it again next week. On Tuesday when we start Fate Stay Night Holodiraxia. What's my life well spent? Fucking A. And again, hope you're all ready for another who knows how many months. For Holodiraxia, which could be another 8 months, possibly. Probably longer, who knows? We'll see. I'm ready. I'm ready. Remember I was dreading this before, chat? Remember when I was done with Kagetsu Toya, I dreaded this? Like, oh no, I'm gonna be a Fate channel. This is gonna suck. Turns out it wasn't that bad. Turns out it wasn't that bad. I am itching to go back to get back to Melted Blood though. Like, to do the story modes. I'm itching to do that though. But again, that's gonna wait till we finish Holodiraxia. So I gotta hold out a little bit longer. But until then, chat, have a good day, evening, or night, wherever you're in the whole wide world. And hope to see all of you same time, same place, next time. And until then, chat, adios. Bye.